Oh, hi everyone, and welcome to this week's episode of Through Hells and Back. I'm very glad to be back. Oh, hi everyone. Let's go round. Oh no, wait, hang on a minute. No, wait. Before we go round and say hello to everyone, please check out these opening messages. The pause there was me figuring out how to spell open. You can find all the places that you can find us and our community and support us and all of that good stuff. If you want to get involved in the fun, just send me a DM, preferably on Twitter, and we'll sort you out. My waiting list is down to like 40 people, so we can get you some games, yo. Also, check out our sponsors, Mage Hand Press and Bird in the Storm Publishing, without whom none of this would be possible. So please go and check them out. Also, the last message there is the tweet. Please retweet the tweet, let your friends know where you are, where you're watching. Bree, would you like to introduce everyone?
It would be my absolute pleasure. Hi, everyone. It is DM Bree, NPC Bree. So excited to run another game in hell on the Scratticus Academy. I love dragging people to hell. It's where we all belong. Let's be real. Let's just start with our dear friend, Avery.
Hello, I'm Avery. I'm about online. I'm an artist and cosplayer, and I'm playing Dear Sweet Thistle, who is a forest gnome paladin, little baby, who has weapons bigger than them, and it's great. I love it. I can't wait to beat the absolute ever-loving shit out of some demons.
Why can't we all just be friends? I mean, because you're holy people doesn't mean you have to fight all the demons. I mean, sure, they stab you first. It's fine. Next up, we have one of our lovely viewers. I'm so happy to have so many wonderful viewers on the channel. Always have some great folks every week. Our dear Nadine.
Hi there, everyone. My name's Nadine. I am a podcaster, voice actor, and general nerd. I am so excited to be playing Vorval, the Aarakocra. I can never say it.
Big old bird.
So many O's. And he is a very grumpy old boy, and I'm very excited to play him.
Oh gosh, I'm so excited. Bird people always make me very happy. Every time in the very few times I've run with people who play birds, I'm always very pleasantly shocked at the way things go in our games. Next up, another lovely viewer that we're so excited to have on the channel, our dear friend Zen.
Hi everybody. Oh god, I was actually just going through what I should say. Out the window. My name is Zen. I suck on being the other side of this. Some of you guys might know me on Twitter. I do my own D&D stuff on my own Twitch channel. I'm usually the forever DM, hence you can find me at the Zen DM. I love world building, making characters. I do a bunch of different variety games, and I'll be doing a lot of horror stuff coming up in October. Pray for me. I'm delving into Blair Witch, and tonight I am playing a very soft-spoken and archaeology endeavored Levistus tiefling known as Abyssal and Tarvash. My friends may call me Lynn, if they are my friends.
Very good, very good. And trust me, I get the whole it's time to speak. Wait, I was prepared. No, I'm not. It's me every time I go live. Ever, always. Last but not least, we know him, we love him. The man in charge, Scrat.
Oh, hi. You might recognize me from this channel. I'm playing Dandelion today. My magnificent hair swishing centaur with a ridiculous French accent. Wonderful.
Just a little ridiculous, but I love it. It's fantastic. I love it. My big horse boy. My big horse baby. Very good. Excellent. So we will jump into the previously. Last week, Dande, Leon, and Thistle met for the first time in the first layer of hell of Vernus. An entire plane of red flames, hellish demons, and constant battle. Very fortunately, they met one another as well as a few very sweet individuals, including Keaston the bread boy and Lucius, a very strange demonic soul with a thirst for blood. They were able to make it through the gladiator style battles in order to win another piece of the Amulet of the Planes, the tool they are trying to build to transport in and out of the planes of existence, trying to get it before the demons do. They ended up winning the battle when the pit fiend Urguts told them that something stole it. And if they wanted it, they would have to hunt it down first, which they did. They came across a very strange, fiendish creature, half fly, half man, and they were able to capture the creature, get the piece. Not before Lucius decided to follow through with Urguts' request and steal the soul of this creature. They were told that somewhere in this Dis is an individual by the name of Marisa who has the next piece. And they went down a large spiraling staircase where they are still traveling. It seems to be going on forever. And that is where we start with Thistle and Dan.
So, Thistle, I have been thinking,
Yeah.
since we are going down the stairs, you could say we are descending.
Thistle speeds up.
Yeah, on that note, wow, look, oh, I'm going through a tunnel.
Thistle speeds up.
That's smart. You take a few extra stairs at a time, and as you do, this winding staircase, which is completely exposed into this new plane, you seem to walk through the crust of the earth of Avernus and begin to traverse into a new land. What was once red, barren, desert-like form of hell begins to dissipate into a very dark, gray area. You walk through clouds where lightning strikes around you, lightning strikes into this tower. You actually have to watch yourself as you begin to see this metal tower begin to charge with electricity as you continue moving forward. Here we go. And as you begin, yeah, Thistle's probably...
Thistle's just looking around, like the little tie, they have little legs.
Thistle head here, Thistle railing here, looking up, like, do I touch?
Do I touch?
Yeah. A few minutes later, like, Dan will appear from the stairs as well. I hope you realize that going downstairs is not easy for me.
I didn't even think of that. I don't consider this. I'm like ladders, stairs, boats. It's fine. It's fine. You'll eventually there'll be something completely made for you. Maybe you'll find demon centaurs down here.
Yeah.
Which now I'm
There'll
going
be like an equestrian event.
Oh my goodness! Racing with the horses. Oh, I'm so excited. Well, now we know it's coming in a later. I hope the audience is ready for it.
I'm ready for the dressage competition.
As you make it towards the bottom of the stairs, you begin to enter a building that is surrounding it. It is very large. You begin to hear the voices of hushed tones in various tongues. You speak Infernal, don't you, Dan?
I do.
Do you speak Infernal, Thistle?
I speak like
I'm not sure that Thistle knew that either. Like, did you know that I spoke Abyssal? Yeah.
No, I don't think it. Yeah, I can't remember.
I don't think it. I don't know if it brought up.
Yeah. Well, I can.
Thank God one of us does.
Because I'm a. Centaurs are a fey creature, right? And I've got levels in Rogue, so I'm a faker.
All of the languages. Do you always?
I'd like to roll an attack against Dandelion, please.
Honestly, I have a PvP rule, but at this point, I think you both deserve a good fight. Let's see who gets knocked down the stairs. As you approach, though, you hear a menagerie of voices. Dan, you know it is the sound of what seems like servants. Oh, quickly, quickly! The water was too hot, but the water can't be too cold. Is the wine ready? Is the wine ready? You can't upset. You can't upset anyone. You can't.
Hey, we are near some kind of manor house or something. I hear servants. There is wine.
How do you know that?
I can hear. You hear the whispering on the wind. The.
What does like infernal sound like to me? Is it just like?
It's almost like a groaning rush of flames being churned out of the mouth.
Like Thistle just looks at you as like, And you can understand that.
Yes, I studied demonology and demons back at the monastery.
But that's a language. I thought that was just the ambient noise of this place.
No. They're saying, oh, the water it is too hot, the water it is too cold. Maybe we should get some wine. And I'm saying to you, maybe we should go and get some wine.
Well, I wouldn't trust the wine in this place as far as I could throw it, but company sounds good, I guess. It just looks back at the staircase that has gone on for, I assume, a while.
Oh, you have been going down the stairs.
Yeah. And I mean, my legs are tired, and I'm sure yours are. All four of them.
Yes. My arms too, using the handrail.
Bold of you to assume there's a handrail in this place. This is hell.
There is a handrail. You just can't reach it, Thistle.
So therefore, it's been ignored. Everything above here for Thistle is not important.
True, I rarely look up.
Yeah. Is there does it keep going down, or is there like a door in front of us, or?
It goes into a small landing zone, which is just it's like a top level foyer almost. There are a few chairs and desks. There is a secretary, a tiefling woman, who hasn't seemed to notice you as she's just kind of scribbling paperwork with quills. But a servant comes in with a shaking tray of wine, and it looks like a human. And it chokes out in a very poor, kind of gristly attempt at infernal. And you hear Dan, is wine okay, mistress? And then it stops to look at you, and the clattering goes to the tray falling onto the ground, where they both turn up and look at you.
And in Infernal,
Hello.
I say cheerfully, hello!
In common, I cheerfully say, hello!
The servant looks to you and whispers, I wouldn't speak in common. She doesn't like it very much. And when he does say it in common, she takes the bottle of ink and throws it at him, and it shatters on him, covering him with ink and
Oh, can I use my protection, ability as a paladin to shield that?
You can if you would like, yes.
I would like to.
Oh, we are going to make enemies. I wanted wine.
Yeah, I wanted wine. I guess I'll play Existential Dread. I feel like that's probably the best for you right now. You manage to block this ink, and it falls to the ground. The servant had shriveled up almost from the fear of getting hit, but kind of loosens when nothing happens. The tiefling woman stands and slaps her hands to the desk and looks at you. You have a heart? What do we have a heart for today? Oh, hello, Wota. Thank you so much.
Oh, we do. Sorry, I thought that was in character. I was like, what do we have a heart for? Like, wow, she's getting straight to the point. Oh, Wota, thank you for following.
No, I'm here to support the wonderful people joining us on the channel. No, but she slams her hands on the desk and looks at you. In Infernal, she says, "Who are you, and what are you doing here? I have no meetings scheduled."
I look pointedly at Dan.
Well, my name is Dandelion, and this is my friend Thistle. We are traveling through the plains, collecting items which should not be here. The hell planes, that is. Not like the material plane and the fire plane. We're just going through the hell ones. And,
you're just vacationing through the hells, is what you're trying to tell me.
Well, I wouldn't call it a vacation, although so far people have been very nice. Avernus, not as violent as everyone says, although we did do a little bit of a competition. And the ferryman was very, very polite, and was growing his own flowers.
Do you have papers at least? Do you have any forms of travel, passports?
Does this count? I'll hold up my, prayer book.
Oh no.
Disgusting. Put that away. Are you... You are a living holy soul. Both of you. And she says both of you in common at this point. All right, well, because no one else can clearly do their job, take a seat, take a seat. I'm going to file you in, and then you can sit with the rest of the people attempting to traverse through the layers of hell.
Oh, are there many?
Every once in a while, we get a few idiots looking, seeking, ready to be damned.
Is this in common now, or is...
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, it's just like, well, that's us. Just two idiots.
That actually is a pretty accurate descriptor.
Hey.
Well, take a seat, take a seat. And she'll gesture to these, they seem to be made out of a form of leather. They seem kind of like plastic chairs, except where the plastic seat would be, it's just stretched over like hide of sorts for you to sit on.
Concern. This will take the seat. The feet don't quite reach the ground.
No, they don't. And when you sit, the actual hide itself makes a small, like, whimper in pain.
Oh, I stand up.
I'm going to trot over to the seats and sort of orient myself so that I am backwards and then maybe back into it a little bit.
And the seat lets out a small,
I give Dad a little tap like on the bicep. It's like, I think standing might be the way to go.
And she sits down in like almost a throne-like seat. Okay. Names, please.
Leon. Dan de Leon.
That's a weird name. Okay.
And Thistle. No last name, just Thistle.
Okay. And what plane?
I don't know. That's not a question I've been asked before. Is material enough, or do you need more specific than that?
It'll work for now. You as well, I'm guessing?
Yeah.
Fine. And you said, what brought you to travel here?
We are looking for magic items that should not be here. Fizzle, do I tell her about the planar amulet thing?
I mean, she's right there. Just kind of like said it in front. Well, it's a bit late now.
I mean, I could roll a stealth if we like.
Stealth sort of stage whisper.
You can roll a stealth for your stage whisper, yes.
I have a good idea how this is gonna go. Yeah, there we go. It's not a good stage whisper. Hey! Edmund Silverett comes in with the resub, which means the channel's been affiliated for 25 months because Ed was our very first sub. Thank you, Ed.
Hey, Ed! How very good. So happy to have you.
Oh, bless.
And Ed, you have an advantage to gift a player of your choice. And we all have one which rolled over from last week as well, so that's nice.
Hell yeah, we do.
Excellent.
Oh, he nominated me. Thank you.
When you say the Amulet of the Plains, her quill kind of scratches off the page, almost in shock.
Uh-oh.
Interesting. And she kind of taps her fingers. All right, well, I suppose you can go into the holding area while we decide to review your application. I believe there are some individuals down there waiting, some visitors, some folks who are looking for more information to travel, to get from plane to plane. We will have, and she gestures to the little human who's been kind of shriveled up in the corner, who hasn't been told that they could leave, so they kind of just sit there. And she gestures to them. You. Take them to the waiting area, so to speak. And in Abyssal, or in Infernal, they go, yes. Okay. Come. And they scurry out the door.
Well, Giz walks forward. It's like, well, guess that cat's out of the bag. Do you think that we should probably keep that sort of thing a secret?
That's kind of why I was asking you. I thought I was whispering more than I was, but I suppose 7 foot versus what, 3 foot? How tall are you? It's difficult to gauge from up here.
You got it right the first time.
Oh, awesome. distance perhaps I need to get better.
I mean, I could stand on tiptoe.
And the human keeps looking back at you as you guys talk. And they say in comment, you've all made a grave mistake.
No, we didn't die, unless that's the mistake.
Coming to the hells was the mistake.
Oh, well, actually,
Yes.
most people have been quite nice.
Oh,
I didn't have
well,
much of a say in the matter.
this might end very quickly for you. But it's okay, though. Maybe it'll be very, very good. We have a holding area, a waiting room. People are here for all reasons, whether they're on the way out, on the way in, stopping to get some information. They have to wait in the same waiting area. Some are criminals, some are quite polite, but I guess there's only one way to find out. And you are walking down this very large hallway. It seems very mannerly, with like a wooden trim, but it's like very black, and there's like black wallpaper, and there's portraits of faces of various demonic creatures, kind of posed as nobles would, with big faces, with pustules, various skin tones, horns, teeth, eyes, all different sorts. There is one portrait of the woman you interacted with, on the side where secretaries are, and it says acting secretary, and it's listed for about 1,000 years now. But they lead you to a door, and it just says waiting on it. It says waiting in common, elvish, dwarvish, infernal, and it's just listing down the language all the way down the door. It just says waiting. Scrat, I saw what you said in chat. Go away. Gestures to the door and goes, it's right in there. There's no refreshments though. I'm sorry, can't offer.
All right. Wait, what about that wine from before?
Oh, you don't want that. It's very painful, very acidic, and it's how they know if the servants know if we've been drinking it. It burns our mouths.
Not much of a wine person anyway.
I never was in life either. Well, there you go. I have to see you in and the door shut because it's a one-way door.
That seems fair enough. Wait, it's a one-way what?
You can go in, but you can't go out until someone lets you out.
Huh. Just out of curiosity, what's the general wait time?
It can be about 45 minutes to about 600 years. I think the longest has been waiting in there.
Great. I looked at Dad. It's like, I like our chances.
It'll
Can you go
probably
in?
be okay.
It'll be fine. We have plot armor. Let's go.
Don't tempt me, Avery. I will keep you there for 600 years.
I just come back
make
next like I will make a new character now on stream.
And say that this entire episode is gonna be in one small room, guys. I hope you're ready. It's all Avery's fault.
I did this.
But you do go into a small waiting area, and it does seem quite nice. All of the chairs are the same as they were in the entry room, the weird plastic type chairs with the hide on it. There are various creatures in there. You do notice one skeleton in the corner, kind of just holding their hands together, collecting dust and cobwebs, perhaps the one that has been waiting for 600 years. There are two half-elves in the corner chit-chatting to each other in Elvish. There is one orc who is kind of just tapping a weapon. Like this, just tapping, 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 a very droning noise. And then in the center of the room, the rows of seats, is one Aarakocra and one tiefling.
This is fanciest waiting room I have been in long time. It's nice.
You should be. You should see some of the libraries back home, or depending on which home it is now. Really, I would think they would have a bit more variety in the languages. But I suppose bakers can't be choosers.
Yes, we are in hell, so agree.
I'd so hoped I would end up in Stygia, where my parents hail from. It seems what they said about politicians were right. Bureaucracy does come from hell.
I think Volvil's head will do the owl 360 turn to see the newcomers come in. Oh, we have guests.
Oh, it would seem I am now outnumbered by 2 sets of hooves.
Hello.
Hi.
Welcome. Business or pleasure?
I
Just-
didn't realize there was the option.
Waiting, I think. Just waiting.
That is funny, this waiting room. I understand.
The tiefling slaps a rapier at his hip and goes, "Hush, Maz. I get it. It was a very funny joke, but we don't... Oh, stop it. Keep it to yourself."
This is kind of looking as like, was that a joke or was it just a statement of like what's happening?
If they think it's a joke, I'll take it as a joke.
Sometimes simple humor is the best way to get through this. How long are you in for? Or how long have you been here for? How long have we been here for, Vorval?
I think not of time. It passes very slowly.
Very rude of us.
Well,
A pleasure to be meeting you. My name is Abyssalin. He holds out a hand.
Dandelion.
And
this'll.
shakes it.
Yeah.
Has to
Real
bend
strong-
down a little
Real
bit.
strong handshake.
Firm.
Ow, 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 ow.
I think
Sorry.
Volvil opens his wings and goes, "I'm not shake. I have no hands."
Very good.
This'll settles for a wave.
And is
I
it
am
in-
Volvo.
Alright.
Wolf. Very
Oh.
good.
This'll. Nice to meet you. So, how long have you two been here? Or do you not know?
It is always long time waiting for paperworks and I don't know how you say politician word.
Bureaucrats.
Yes.
It can take quite a long time, depending. That's why I made sure to bring plenty of books.
Right, alright. Kind of looks around.
Thank you very much, Team Toten, for your subscription. You have an advantage to give to a player of your choice.
Yay.
Or the DM.
Ooh. Don't do it. Don't give it to me. Don't give me that kind of power. All right. And as these kind of pleasantries are going off, and it only feels like it's been a few minutes, Thistle and Dan, quite literally just a few moments of being in here, when an incubi and succubi appear in the door together with a sheet of paper. Thistle, Dandelion, Vorval, and Abyssalin. You are all needed immediately. And when you're called, the orc slams his hammer on the ground. This is bullshit! I've been here for 63 years! 63!
Think of your breathing exercises, Grow.
10, 9, 8,
This is good.
7, 6. Okay. I can wait a little longer. Good luck.
Goodbye, my friend. Like totter off.
Be well. Do make sure to dust off the skeleton. You never know when a necromancer might come through. He kind of dusts the floor with the fur of his tail as his hooves trot behind.
And the dust kind of piles up around you. No matter how much you seem to dust in this area, when you get bored, it just all seems to rise up and fall right back down. But these two lead you out and they actually lead you outdoors. And you realize that what you could not see in the line of clouds is you are surrounded by buildings of different sizes, all made out of a dark metal, something describable to iron for if your characters know anything about iron. But it is a very large city, and they bring you out into a small courtyard. Instead of a fence, it's just thorn bushes. No roses, just thorns. And the incubi wraps his arm around the succubus, pulls her close, and as he leans his head against hers, well, it seems you've all been ordered to death. If you would like to empty your things before you are executed, that would be fine. It would make my life easier.
Oh, well, that ain't
I have
ideal.
a suggestion. Maybe we don't do that.
Well, why wouldn't we do that?
Because I believe I have, and he'll like look in his pockets. The maybe diplomatic immunity. I'm not sure. That could have been another one.
Diplomatic immunity.
Actually, Rodolfo, that is a wonderful idea. I do believe with proper blood and soul analysis, you will find my heritage is from at least 4 levels below this place. Perhaps we could have an ambassador that we could speak with. Maybe perchance work at this horrible little miscommunication.
Abyssalin, roll me a persuasion.
And he's trying.
Very good. Very good.
Ah, crap.
Oh no.
Oh, with that modifier as well. Ouch.
I know.
That's a painful roll.
Ouch,
I mean,
ouch, ouch.
you do have an advantage. You don't have to use it now, but you do have an advantage. You can use it anytime.
do?
You do.
We
It
all
rolls
start
over.
with one. Yeah.
Oh.
It all.
Oh,
So you can use it for a reroll if you would like, but you can hang on up to it. Okay.
Yeah, I'm not going to use it on this one. Good to know, but nah, I'm not going to do that yet.
There's a gleam in their eyes as they both pull out whips. No,
Oh dear.
don't make this harder on us. It's fought well. It is more fun, isn't it? Excellent. Everyone, unless you have anything else to say, roll me initiative.
Let's do it.
Elders over drinks or something. You two seem like amiable folk.
Oh, jeez, Abby. What the hell?
Oh, I don't think I put it properly. I love this. Listen, I'm small.
Wow, you rolled less than me and I have a -2 modifier.
Yeah, a -2 modifier. That's
Impressive.
I'm baby.
Oh
it's
dear.
okay.
Oh no.
That's just the incubus. Don't worry, the succubus will probably roll low.
Oh no.
Oh no. Well,
Insert
guys,
I
it's
don't
been nice
believe
knowing
you gif.
I'm the dungeon master. You should always trust me. That's how it works. But the succubus begins and does maybe if this will work. Well, hold on. Come on, character sheet. Do not make me have to refresh roll 20. I will cry. Okay. All right, and she will make 2 slashes with her whip. They will both be at Abyssalin. Does an 18 hit?
Oh yeah.
Oof.
7 slashing for the first. Does a
Okay.
22 hit?
Oh yeah.
All right, so it'll be 11 slashing damage. The incubus is going to turn their face to Thistle.
But I'm baby.
Does an 18 hit Thistle?
Beats it.
6 slashing. And a 17 does not.
That does not hit.
So they both come in, cracking their whips, and their laughter is just, it's melodious, it's sexual, and it's very uncomfortable. It's not a laugh you're keen on hearing, but Bissalin, you can act now.
Okay. Takes a hit, just sort of kind of goes, why is it that no one ever wants to talk? And besides, your whips hurt far less than my dear Avi's tail. And he's going to draw forth his rapier. Takes a stance and is... Oh, God, what is he going to do? I have so many options. No. Screw it. He's gonna open strong, and he knows he's got it for the next bit of time. He'll just strike out. He's not one to hit a lady, but I don't think she's a lady in this instance, so he'll go for the succubus first.
Very good. That does hit. Excellent. Is there anything else you would like to do?
And then I don't think any of the other things he has is a bonus action. Unless, is this a bonus action? No, that's an action for that one. Nope, I believe that is everything he can do right now.
Wonderful. That means next up is Vorval.
Oh, son of a... I forgot he had that spell. I could have used shield against some of those attacks. Stupid. Nope, that's all I got.
All right. Well, at least you know for next time. Didn't waste a spell slot. Vorval, what would you like to do?
I think Vor's gonna do that weird bird thing where they like shake all their feathers and like get all big. So, no, I don't like fighting. That's wrong. I love fighting. And then he's gonna take out his rapier, and he's gonna just whirl around and give a little slash-o to the incubus.
Okay. A
Does
16
hit?
It does hit.
Sweet. 5 piercing.
Very good. Very good. Is there anything else you can do, my dear?
I think for right now he's gonna bonus action disengage. I've never played a rogue. I should have done this.
You can do that. You can bounce back. Get out
Sweet.
of combat distance. How far back would you like to move?
I think he's just gonna pop back like 10 feet and kind of move over to the side a little.
Very good. Excellent. That makes it your turn. Dan?
Dan is going to look at the succubus, and I would like to take a moment to assess their fighting style.
In what ways? What would you like to learn from her?
Just like, just see if there's any...
Okay, so they have to do a charisma check.
Yeah, deception versus my insight. And I rolled terribly.
I have a +9 to insight.
Okay, so I look at them, I realize that I cannot figure out anything about them, and I rush into attack.
While staring, she kind of just like bites her lip at you, like.
Oh no. Blessed be. I'm just gonna hit her with my mace.
Okay. And that does hit.
There's no sneak attack on that. No sneak attack.
Well, there is sneak attack. Abyssalin is in combat range with her.
It's not a finesse or a ranged weapon.
Oh, it's not. It isn't. That is true.
It's a big old mace.
Dang.
That's okay. That's okay. Is there anything else you can do?
No, that is everything. I've moved, bonused, and solidly actioned.
Wonderful. Thistle.
Thistle just kind of gets this morning star that's like definitely very oversized for them. It's like, just kind of hoping that things will be talked out by now, but oh well. And they're going to go up to this incubus, and they are going to just swing with this morning star.
Massive weapon. Almost looks impossible to swing. 21
to hit. Yeah, I'm gonna pump one level of divine smite into that.
Excellent.
Yeah, and because they're fiendish, it's an extra d8. So 3d8. Oh, did that click? No. Oh my god, please.
Please.
Oh, there we go. Please! Alrighty. It's 24 damage.
Beautiful. And you smack into this incubus, and they slide back in turn, hand to their chest.
Yeah. Oh no. Just kind of rolls his shoulders like, oh no, you don't, and I have another attack.
Do it. They like kind of do one of these motions, and then ducks off to the side right before you swing. Well, you are just so cute, aren't you?
Thistle just gives him dead-eyed look, like of someone who does not want to be flirted with.
The succubus, who is in combat range with both Abyssalin and Vorville, will where is it? No, they're just going to whip at you once again, one at each of you. The first one is for Abyssalin, the second one is for Vorville. So does a 22 hit you, Abyssalin? You're muted, my dear.
Yep, I just saw the notification pop up. I have two choices here, but neither are going to work in this instance. So yep, I'll take the hit.
All right. You don't take the 4, that's in case it was up. That's for the, It's just the 7 damage. The 6 misses though.
Okay.
All right.
Oh, they've torn his coat.
Oh, they have torn the coat. The spike tip just tears right into the side. It's a nasty tear too. You know it's not a cheap fix. Here we go. The incubus though looks down at Thistle. Oh please, I just want to play a little bit. And they cast Charm to make a DC 15 Wisdom saving throw.
All right. Does this count as a magical effect? Because I have advantage because I'm gnome cunning.
I'm gonna say yes. If I'm wrong in chat, don't tell me.
Yeah. Very valid. Okay. Oh god. It was wisdom save?
Yes. With advantage.
I got
there you go. And you make it. And they have one whip in their hand, the other one free, and they put both their hands to their hips and just play a little.
You're not really my type.
Abyssalin, it is your turn. And you're muted.
Son of a God! Because I have the two screens over there. They messed with his code. Pleasantries are out the window.
No more Mr. Nice Tiefling.
So he takes a rapier, spins it around to the gem that's on the other end, and just points to her and just goes, "Your whip is nice, but mine is shocking." And is going to cast Witch Bolt. Oh, would you look at that? You don't mess with a man's coat.
Gosh, well, the best thing too is you had the clever sentence and everything. You were like ready to go for that one. All right, you can roll for damage.
I didn't specify what level I was going to cast it at, so I'm just going to stick with the first level. I didn't say he was upcasting, so I'll be good on that. So, it's the crit.
All right, so
and just leashes her with it, and is just keeping it right on her because I love Witch Bolt.
And it goes around her neck, and she kind of like runs her fingers across it and like winces a little bit. Oh, this is fun.
Don't worry, I'll be making sure it's not.
Vorville, it is your turn. This succubus and Abyssalin are having a weird moment. And I don't know how long you've known Abyssalin from waiting in the waiting room, but it's never been this awkward. There's never been this weird, awkward moment. Like, this is weird.
This is strange. Okay. And then I'll kind of like turn Can I like wheel around a little so someone is engaged? Either one is engaged.
Yeah. As long as the succubus, you'll be able to get sneak attack damage on if that's what you're looking for, because it is currently active with Abyssalin.
Awesome. I will take a little swipe with my rapier. That was a weird one. Nope. No, he's a little awkward right now. He's like, I am distracted. And then just kind of stand there really awkwardly.
The kind of, you get a little sweaty, like a little, maybe I need a shower after this.
He shakes his feathers out like, stop.
Is there anything else you can do with your turn, my dear?
No, not really.
Okay.
No, I think I'm good for now.
Excellent. Dan, it's your turn.
Okay, I'm not gonna mess around with any of that rogue nonsense. Clearly, that doesn't work in hell. I'm gonna summon my spiritual weapon behind the succubus, and this time it's gonna be like a big, long Buster Sword / meat cleaver, because he's being inspired by Keyston. 19.
A 19 hits.
Dealing just 4 damage. That's a crit damage there.
Okay.
And then regular action, as the sword hits him one way, the mace hits him the other. Except it doesn't.
As you kind of go in for the swing, she turns her head to you and licks her lips with a very long, forked tongue. And it is every holy being in your body goes, wrong, abort. And your hooves kind of go, ooh.
Oh!
And you do not make the attack. Thistle, you are one-on-oneing this incubus right now.
I do what I do best, and I smack him with my mace. Oh, with
Very
my
good.
star. 17
In a
to
second
hit. Alrighty. Yeah, let's do another divine smite.
That'll be 3d8, right?
Yeah, it be as the paladins do. Alrighty. Wait, I know it's much this time. 12.
Okay.
And I'll hit him again.
23 hits.
I won't do divine smite this time. I'll save.
Okay.
5.
And you smack him around again. And instead of crying out in pain, he makes moaning noises that I won't make live on stream because that's extremely uncomfortable. But it is just every fiber of your being with these two is just not so good. Even if you were into it, it's definitely not something to be into at this point.
Yeah. Wait, how like people have met at the bar.
Yeah, it's bad. The succubus makes one vicious whip attack at you, Abyssalin, and attempts to free itself. 12 miss.
Oh yes, just barely though.
And it cracks by you, but you're able to move them around just kind of like this, and they miss just a little bit. From there, the other whip kind of goes flying in Dan's direction, and it's an 11, which misses. The incubus is now going to try and just swipe at Thistle because Thistle's there. 15 misses, and a 14 misses. So at this point, they're kind of frenzy whip smacking around you, and you're just all dodging and dipping from them. Wow, that's all misses on my end. I have multi-attack and I can't even hit you guys. That's fine, Abyssalin.
Okay. He's letting his tiefling nature show a little bit here. He's had himself nice and polished, but now that he's actually in the fight and he's got it leashed, he just looks and goes, What to do? Oh, I know. We tase a bitch. And just sends the sherds down the witch bolt again for D12 of damage.
Wonderful. Roll me a d12. Ooh, and that's some good damage too. And it shocks, and she's like, more, more. Is there anything else you would like to do with your turn?
Looks over to the fellow with the hooves and just sort of goes, now, far be it from me, since I only have a pair of two, but you look like you could do a bit more two-stepping, my friends. And we'll give him a bardic inspiration. So there you go.
There you
Currently
go.
D6.
Very good. I'm sure that'll be very useful for you, Dan. Vorville, it is your turn.
Okay, it's time to finish this. I'm very uncomfortable. And he's going to whirl around and try and just get her at the back of the knees, just to kind of bring this down a notch. We'll see. It's just not happening. Can I use my advantage, please?
You can. You can either take the 23 or make a reroll.
I will take the 23. Does the 23 hit?
The 23 does hit, yes. 8 piercing, and you can roll your sneak attack damage.
Oh, screwy. I'll just do it this way. That'll be 11.
Ooh, wonderful. So that is 19 damage. And she does at that point fall to her knees. She's not fully prone, but she's down on her knees, and you've managed to knock her down pretty well.
Sweet.
There we go.
I'll turn to Abyssal and say, "We'll finish this already. I'm done with this awkward."
Dan, it is all you.
I trot up, and this time I'm going to mace first, and I'm going to use an advantage.
Very good.
Shouldn't have done.
That's okay. It hits.
5 bludgeoning damage. Feeling good. Feeling
Okay.
good. Then bonus action, spiritual weapon, also using an advantage. Also
You
shouldn't
did
have done.
not. You can still hit though. How do you do it?
I want a mace sword sandwich. I want to meet in the middle as I'm like making a cross.
A
Yeah.
holy symbol.
Yeah, like get
and
your sick stuff out of this hell. Yeah.
And for the first time since this fight has begun, she does not make a noise that is remotely sexual. It is just that of pain as her arms fly in the air and she falls to the side, kind of still stuck between your two weapons until you pull back.
That's right. Boy. Yeah. Did that.
It is now the incubus's turn, and it begins to shriek, dropping its whip. It claws at you, Thistle, screaming, "My love, my love!" Does an 18 hit? Oh, I did. I
Hold
did.
on.
Okay, it's okay. You've already done the roll, so we can do that afterwards. Absolutely.
Hold on, I would like to do a reaction, if possible, please.
What reaction would you
To
like?
assist against that one.
Okay.
I'm going to go ahead and throw up a cutting words.
Oh.
As I retract the light and I was looking to go, please. You do not know love. You know lust. And you just lust it all. And I'll roll that d6 to take away from that attack kit against Thistle.
There you go. And that's just enough.
That's
Drops
enough,
into a
yeah.
16. All right. So sorry, Thistle. You took no damage for that turn, though. So it is.
Yeah, no, it's fine. I think it makes sense for them to like be angrily attacking me.
Yeah, I was like, you killed her. She's so mad. All right, Thistle.
Thistle just kind of shrugs, like, well, no, it didn't have to be like this. And we'll just do what they do best. Does 15 hit?
15 just hits.
Just hits? Alrighty. I'll do a level Divine Smite on that one. Wow, not so great on that Divine Smites.
As you
Alright.
smack into that creature, it does look worse for wear. As it's screaming about its lost partner, it begins to tremble as blood is just pouring from it.
I was like, if it's any consolation, you'll be joining them in a second. And just like swing again. Can I use my advantage?
Yep, you can either take the 17 or reroll.
I'll take the 17.
Okay.
That one. Yeah. No divine smile on that one.
Okay. And that's just enough. Literally just enough. Would you like to
Excellent.
describe it for me?
I think it's just as this incubus is screaming, it just gets cut short by this immense like morning star just colliding with the side of the head.
Oh, yeah.
Like it just kind of like jumps up a bit.
A good smack, and
Good
the
wallop.
small courtyard grows silent. It is just simple cobblestone with these thorn bushes. No seeming exit, but you can hear the bustle of the city in the distance.
You can see this will just kind of like, ugh. That entire fight made me feel real, just kind of doesn't like it either.
Oh, me too. I also feel very icky.
Sadly, and he's just taking a cloth and wiping off his blade as he's inspecting the cuts. I think that's going to be a bit of the norm for this place. Sheaths his rapier and will begin to cast mending on his coat,
Excellent.
which he does actually have, and I will throw that up there.
Excellent. It does he have mending for this purpose?
He is an archaeologist, and there are a lot of traps with blades and sharp things in lost tombs and such, so you can't
When you
always
have a
pack a
nice
sewing kit.
That makes sense. That makes sense. Okay.
Yeah.
So
This'll
That
just
and,
look around.
mend maps.
Yeah, mend the important stuff, mainly the coat. This'll look around and say, you all alright? Anyone need a little touch up? Anyone need a bit of healing?
I too
don't
can
think
heal if
touch
anyone...
up is appropriate term after these weirdos, and Volvo's gonna like try just like
Yeah.
the
This'll
dust
realize
over
that just
these
like
bodies.
This'll realize what has been said, and you can just see on their expression it's just like, oh no, you're right, I hate it. Just kind of like gestures for anyone who needs healing to come over.
If it wouldn't be too much trouble. I know we've only just met, but yes, as he's focusing on his coat.
No trouble, no trouble. How much do you need?
They almost took me to half.
Oh shit. How many points do you need? Because I've got lay on hands.
I am at 33 out of 51.
I could just say.
So
That's some math.
Math.
I need
28? 18? Yeah, I'm not good at the
18.
math thing.
That's so good. Alrighty, yeah, so I heal you up to full.
Okie dokie.
And I'll do the same for myself. Does anyone else
Thank
need...
you.
Wait, before I do that, does anyone else need any?
I too can heal.
I'm roguish.
Nice, right? It's just like, looks to Dad and it's like, let me cover this one for now. And
All right, I'll get the next round.
you get the next one.
I think Volvo's like using his talons to just kind of take whatever bit of clothing and just cover up the heads of these. It is just not good. This is very obvious. This is not my usual style. And he'll kind of look around, see if anyone is looking or has witnessed our fight.
Roll me a perception.
Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear.
Oh no.
Oh,
You don't see any.
no.
You don't see anything.
I know. Oh, there's bit of incubus in eye. Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no. Gosh, someone clip that. That's my favorite quote of the day. There's a bit of
Oh my goodness. But yeah, this will help hide the bodies a little bit and just do like a little prayer. Just or like whatever their rights are for like what after battle. Like
Okay.
with-
You can drag them under these thorn bushes as a place to kind of put them. And when you do see piles of bones underneath these rose bushes, as it seems kind of like the traditional place to tuck the bodies. It does seem, though, that peering through what you can of the rose bushes, there are street roads where people are walking in these tight, there's a small path and then a building. People are kind of scurrying around.
all right. So is there like a way forward? Like, can we keep going, or will we have to like traverse these thorn bushes?
There is no means of path. I mean, you're small enough you could probably crawl over the bones. But it looks like this is a spot for like a one-way. You enter through this courtyard and you stay in this courtyard until you die. So reasonably, though, with your weapons, you could cut it down.
Yeah, I think I think that I'll like wave everyone over and be like, oh, looks like we can cut through here.
I start hacking at the thorn bushes then.
Okay. And you hack and you slash, and I won't make anyone roll because I feel like if you're adept at killing incubi and succubi, you can get through some thorn bushes. As you do get through this small corridor area, though, you begin to feel a strange heat. Something that you didn't quite notice before. The emissary area seems to be more temperate, but just from the building alone, you feel this radiating heat off of you. And when you step into the streets, you immediately step in trash and gore. These large maggot-like bugs crawl through the dirt. Sometimes it looks like a person, sometimes it looks like trash, but you see things like hands for beggars on the streets, almost glued from the burn of the wall, sticking to them. Dan and Thistle, you do know that you are here looking for someone by the name of Marisa, but you don't know where she is.
My gut reaction is to try and help some of these people. Thistle.
Kind of nods a bit. It's like, I mean, I understand. I mean, I'd like to as well. But, just kind of looks around, and how many of these people, like beggars and stuff, are there?
There are quite a few urchins on the street. These various races, some demonic, some humanoid. Some look completely melted from the heat itself, slumped over. There are, in the distance, a few like cart salesmen. Is maybe a shopping district you hear in the distance, but there's kind of a trail leading all around of just these urchins. And even one you see to go to sit and beg. As he goes to sit, you hear the sizzle of flesh as he kind of sits in his spot and his hands raised.
This had to be orphans. Sorry, the roommate's playing Overwatch. It's okay.
Oh, so good. I imagine
That's
the
amazing.
atmosphere.
Okay.
Just a few things you would hear in this.
Yes,
Yeah.
it is the dystopian
Yeah.
ambience.
Very good.
It is.
Abyssalin's
I think
gonna pull out a
whilst-
gold coin and give it to the orphan person.
They're going to take it in their trembling hands. Thank you. And as the small person stands, you hear the rip of skin, and as they walk past you, you can just see their entire spine.
Oh god, which one would he say this in? Yeah, no, in Infernal he just sort of utters a by all that freezes.
I'd like to note that whilst everyone is feeling really bad, Vorval would be picking up the maggots with his talons and just eating it because them some tasty bugs.
Oh, and they're
Good
thick,
food.
they're juicy, they're delicious grubs. They're very good. High in
This
protein,
is
you'd say.
best meal I've had in a long time.
This might be the first
what's
meal you've
everyone
had in a
doing?
long time.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, I think this will follow suit and give a gold to whoever they can.
They'll
They
take
have
the gold.
11 gold.
They'll take the gold. They'll look at it. What do you want in exchange?
This will just like shake their heads like nothing. We're not from here.
No, Faisal, I have encountered people
Oh,
like this
wait.
before. The proud ones. Information.
What do you want to know?
Where is Maritza?
Where is who?
We're helping him, Faisal. Maritza.
Your accent. I just don't. I can't. I'm not picking up what you're
Have
putting
you-
down.
Have you heard of a woman named Maritza in these parts? We're looking
And-
for her.
Oh, well, if you're dealing with Marisa, I don't feel so bad about taking the coin. You're not going to need it much longer where you're coming from. Am I right?
I mean, I hope you're not right, but
Oh, well, I guess for the exchange of sorts. But if you have any more gold you'd like to empty with me before you go, you can find her in the Bloody Tap Room. She runs the inn there. She's a succubus.
great. Oh,
Oh,
yeah, the
not
way I
another
just
one
like,
of
not
those.
another one.
Unfortunately, I think that's going to be some of the more common people we're going to find here.
Common, because we speak in common. You're funny.
Well, my mother was a bard.
Of all the demons, those ones totally low.
I don't get it.
And actually, you're not incorrect. The fact that an incubi or succubi are here, as they are usually associated with Gratz and the demon lords, I'm surprised most devils don't try to kill them on the spot.
As the creature kind of, as this like humanoid, you think, leans back and you kind of hear the sound of the skull kind of sticking to this heat, and you smell the burnt hair. Oh, well, you won't be able to tell she's a succubus. She does the thing where she looks like different things. It's very weird and unfortunate. You never know who she is. She always keeps beautiful women all around, so you never can actually tell which one is her. Be
She
careful.
sounds like me in my younger years.
You do seem like you've always been beautiful. Kind of turns its head and sizzles stuck.
Would you like some help with that?
Just really hot.
Just a question. Do you have to lean against the walls here? It seems like
Well-
everyone's doing it, and it just no one's really learning.
Yeah, there's not really much of an option, because if I'm in the way of the streets, I'm gonna get trampled.
Welcome
Right,
in
just like
RPG
a
Webby
little
and
way.
Raiders. Thank you for the raid.
Thank you for the raid. I moved my
Yay.
head, but it's stuck to the hot walls.
It's horrible.
Does anyone know if ice works here?
What's ice?
Okay, screw it. He'll
Right.
just give it a try. And he gestures forward and will try to cast frostbite on the skin.
So as you kind of freeze the skin around, it kind of crystallines, and then as it begins to melt, and it melts very quickly. It goes from very cold to what is that? What is that? What is that? To oh, that's raw. Oh, that's raw. Hey, but I still have a back. That's impressive.
I got the idea after the other one sort of ran away.
Oh yeah, most of us don't all even survive. Sometimes entire limbs are stuck.
Levistus Tiefling, greetings from Stygia?
I've been here for about 3,000 years. I don't remember anything else but here.
Oh, definitely not bringing Avi here on a honeymoon trip.
Was that even a thought in your mind?
Well, she wanted to see where tieflings come from, and I told her if it was safe, maybe we'd take a trip. And if this is what level 2 is like, I'm not going any further south.
Oh, come now. It's not so bad here. Cracks all of his bones, and even some bones you don't know it has. I guess I can walk, so I'll lead you halfway there. When you start seeing the weird bug men, that's when you know you're close, and that's where I make my
Bugs?
escape. Yeah, like flies, legs, like fly body, but like human legs, and they kind of dangle. Sometimes they kick
Volvo's
you as they
looking
go by.
really excited. His eyes are like really big.
Yeah, I'm sure you'll love it.
Oh, you have been much help. Thank you very much. And then, like, as he pointed a certain direction.
Kind of starts to walk in the direction with you. You know, gold goes a long way here. It's probably lasts me about a year or so.
Wow. Well, and then I'll kind of reach in and be like, if you can take me to bug people, I would be very grateful. And I'll just give him another gold.
Oh, okay, yeah, we can do this. And the other one kind of gets stuffed in the pocket. I don't know if y'all are going to survive this, but I'm feeling pretty good. I'm feeling pretty confident. My end of the deal is pretty easy. And scurries forward, trips and falls over a pile of trash. And when it hits, you hear more bones cracking, but you begin to think that they're not his. Just a pile of trash, perhaps something else in there. You hear rats squeak, bugs squish. He kind of pulls himself up and keeps moving a little bit more carefully. From the pathway, it opens a small area of a shopping district of sorts. Various stalls and stables, some selling putrid meats, others selling strange weapons, some selling vials of something that doesn't look like a beverage, but some sort of strange vial. But he walks through. Anyone hungry? Need anything before we head to the...
No, I had little snack. It was good.
I eat some of those grubs too, you know? When you're stuck there for as long as...
They're nutritious. They taste
Keeps
good.
you alive. Keeps you alive.
Ooh, I think I'll save it for later. Thank you.
I'm right now. This'll does not look at all perturbed by the eating grubs thing.
I mean, this will spend a little bit of time in the hells, kind of roaming aimlessly. I'm sure the things they had to eat were questionable at best.
Yeah.
But as this man begins to lead you back into the like city streets, the walls seem tighter here. And I would like everyone to roll me a Constitution saving throw. From the heat, Abyssalin, you'll have advantage because you are icy, and then you'll take less damage because you're a tiefling, even if you do take the damage.
Right. Constitution save?
Mm-hmm.
Not
Oh,
ideal.
hold on. Let me get that.
Everyone gets a +2.
Sound kind of
aura protection.
Sound kind of went out there for me a second. What is this
We're
for
making
everybody?
Yes, a con save for the heat. You have advantage though because you are quite icy.
Right.
Everyone gets a +2 to that as well.
Okay. I will make the NPC decision to roll one for Dan De Leon. I mean, at least he has a 2 for this one. And it's +2. So it seems that everyone passes but Thistle. Maybe it's because Thistle's lower down and the reeking heat from below is kind of just a lot, feeling very trapped. But you take only maybe there we go, 6 damage. Roll 20 was like rolling the dice.
Yeah.
We're ready to go.
So taking my time. They're going.
I know he's not here, but Dan is having a very tough time managing through this to prevent bumping his their various appendages on any of this, having to carefully peruse the trash to prevent any damaged or otherwise, but I won't torture Scrat because he's not here. So Dan is safe for that. Polite plot armor. But you are led down these winding streets. Various beggars begin grabbing at your legs, some of them in far more disrepair than the ones closer to the emissary, assuming that they probably make more from the emissary. Half melted, only like an arm and a head left, kind of just reaching desperately from these walls, growing from the trash, leeches and bugs all over them. But that's when you see the first one. And Thistle, you recognize these creatures because you watched one soul get stolen. It is these strange fly-like creatures, half man, half fly, large, strange, different appendages than the other one, though. It has human lips, one
Jeff
human
Goldblum?
leg.
I'm sorry, I couldn't resist.
I'm done. I quit. I quit D&D. I'm done. I retired. But as you see the first one, Vorville, these are big old bugs. They're big bugs. The human parts, not so good maybe, but lots of bug parts. And it zooms right over your head. And when it does, the street urchin kind of shudders down. Follow that. This is as far as I'm taking you.
All right.
Oh.
Thanks for your help.
Okay, thank you very much. These bug people, you failed to mention that they were mostly human as well.
They're just a little human. Some are more fly than there are some just great bloat flies in there. You'll see it. You'll see. And he kind of moves off to the side to make room. And when he does, you hear the sizzle on his arm.
Thank you, skinless person.
One last one before you go, and I'll do another frostbite on him to kind of give him just a little bit of a reprieve.
Oh, that feels so good. And he peels. And it does, a few layers of skin are still left behind, and it's kind of just a soft pink. All right, I'm going to go get some rotting intestine. You all take care.
Goodbye.
And he scampers off.
I feel like Vorval seeing these fly people is like that meme with that girl trying kombucha for the first time, just like, but but mostly fly. No, human, fly though.
I'm sure I can just pick it apart, like a picky eater, like a little fork,
Right.
kind of just separate it. You died while you were gone, Scrat. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, you missed Jeff Goldblum. He flew that way.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's all right. We'll try to follow him.
Oh.
All right, and you are able to follow this creature. Are you all just actively following him as he makes his first sharp right into the next set of streets? Or are we trying to do this with any modicum of stealth?
I think it would naturally be Vorval's default to be a little bit stealthy.
Okay, well, you can roll me a stealth if you would like.
Yay!
This will also try to be a little bit sneaky, but consider that they are not very good at that.
Vorval does not give a damn. Vorval is not here anymore. Vorval? Who?
I wear like heavy armor.
Clank, clank,
Clank,
clank,
clank, clank, clank, clank, clank, clank.
I'll jump on the stealth train. Yeah.
That's
Go
not
on,
so bad.
Centaur, do it.
I think
Well,
Abyssalin's probably the
who's
only one
missing?
Abyssalin's probably the only one who's not, because he has a piece of parchment out and he's trying to map where they're going. Like to try and keep a path of where they're going through this muck and nightmarish place.
Vorval, you can sneak through the trash, kind of rolling around almost Inspector Gadget style. You do like a back roll, and as you do, your beak takes like just one giant grub, and you continue to roll. Very Charlie's Angels, claws, talons ready. While behind you, you hear the horse going, there's not much room. Just very like large stomps. Thistle trying to avoid piles of trash, and Thistle and just hide in the clouds. As you make this turn, though, everyone will have to make me another Constitution saving throw as it gets a little bit tighter. Abyssalin, you still have advantage, but Dan, you will have a disadvantage because it is very tight.
That's what she said?
No.
Okay. Sorry.
You're okay. You're okay. Oof. Ooh.
Constitution save disadvantage?
What are you doing, guys?
Dying, obviously.
I'm doing better than some of my party members.
It's
Apparently
true.
rolling in the fire wasn't a good idea.
Okay, so everyone but
Goes up.
Abyssalin takes 8 damage. That was a fast roll this time. But you were able to continue to follow this fly, and as you do, another one zooms past you. And they turn right once again out of like another tight street area to a more open location.
Would I be able to make a cartographer's check to see how well I'm doing on this map? Because he wants to try and give us a range for them to. Because it's the first time being here, and with everything that's just happened, he wants to try and keep an eye on a possible. Okay, we came from here. This is how we can get back there if the shit hits the fan.
Yeah, and you're able, and you do a pretty good job about it for the most part. You have a general idea of how to get back to the tower, and being able to see it kind of in the distance with the clouds and the lightning. It's a lot easier for you to map this out. So not a very high DC for where you've gone so far. But you do watch these two flies go into a very large, very luxurious-looking, almost manor, which you could assume is the tavern.
Well, I would certainly bet they're the flies on the wall in that place.
I really am in hell.
Well, yes, we're in the second level.
Yes, but it constantly reminds me. Just kind of look up and I was like, well, this is a bit fancier than any taverns that I've seen on the material plate.
Oh, and it is fancy. It does not look like it fit here. It's almost like someone poofed it into existence here. It looks so nice.
Alright, before we head in, I'm gonna use the last of my lay on hands to just heal myself up because I've taken quite a few burns. So
It's hot, hot, hot heat.
it's hot out here.
Hot leg.
Hot.
Hot
Please
leg.
stop that.
No.
Hot leg.
You
Hot
stop
leg.
that.
So hot. Fried
Hot
egg.
leg. Fried egg. Yeah, so I'll heal up a little bit. Just kind of like hands on hips looking up at this thing. Like, well, does it seem to be like anyone like a doorman or anything like that, or just go straight in?
There is a door woman at the door. She is wearing a fitted suit. She looks like a tiefling, a light purple tiefling, in a black fitted suit with a very slick tie.
I love.
So easy to break Avery. I know what Avery likes.
Yeah, exactly.
Tieflings in fancy suits.
Yeah, I'm very much so.
Demons in a fitted suit.
Ugh.
Oh dear.
Mwah.
I see why Lynn's a problem then.
Mwah. This is it. This is the good shit.
As a DM, I do my best.
Thank you for giving me this good content.
Quality content here.
Yeah, this will go up. As they approach the door, does this door woman move to like stop or approach or anything like that, or are they just like standing there to?
As you approach, they bow very deeply, almost like a straight flat bow, almost to like at your eye contact. Welcome. And as they straighten back up, business or pleasure?
That option seems to be popping up a lot.
See? What did I tell you?
It depends. Are there flies?
There are quite a few flies indoors, yes. We like to call this the second emissary. The first one is not very keen, but if you want to learn anything about the city, this is the place to do it.
This is perfect. And I would say both business and pleasure.
Well,
yeah, a bit of a mixed bag by the looks of it.
Okay, well, our only request is no unnecessary violence.
I can get behind that 100%.
And she will pull the door open. And when she does, you just see velvet. You see chandeliers of crystal. A small stairway goes down into a very large open area with a piano in the center, a large chandelier, velvet seating, and a large bar. You do see bloat flies on the ceiling, some with human parts and some not, kind of just crawling atop the ceiling, almost as bouncers, you would say. Um, but everyone there's a few mix of what you can see is like mercenaries getting information from the bar. A large map is at the bar where a mirror normally would be, so people are taking notes of the city. There are, women and men lounging on chairs, some demons, some humanoid, a few elves. You do even see one halfling in the top corner drinking out of a very large, almost fishbowl kind of drink, with two tiefling men, and they seem to be chatting away.
This is a nice
Alright.
place.
Yeah. I'll admit, a bit nicer than I was expecting. How do you want to do this? Kind of looks down. Like, do you want to just ask around, or do you think there's like a name that we shouldn't be dropping? Can I look around and see this like just a group of incredibly attractive women just hanging around each other, like as it was described?
Yeah, of course. And you won't even need to roll a perception for this. There are two women at the piano, one human, one drow, and they're playing a song and kind of singing. There is a half elf kind of lounging on top of the piano, wearing like a red, sparkly dress. They're all wearing long evening gowns, long gloves, and they're all kind of just sitting here. And there's about 10 of them all giggling together and singing.
That doesn't look like place. We must look somewhere else. That was me. That wasn't Volvo.
Was. I would 100% support Borval if it was it.
It may just be me,
Like,
but
nah.
something at the tip of my tail thinks it's too obvious. He's like heavily scrutinizing this, just rubbing his chin.
I mean, as far as we know, we're not doing anything shady. We're just asking for something. But I mean, I guess she's one of them. But
what was the name again of person you're looking for?
Marisa.
Marisa, okay.
Marisa.
Okay. And then I'll just kind of trot off to these. I'll go up to the women. Excuse me, is any one of you Marisa?
And the piano music stops. And all at the same time, these 10 women all look at you. And they all have like an air of disgust, like very snobby face. The one the half-elf laying, lounging on it. And who is asking? And why is asking? Does someone need a favor?
I don't know. I messenger.
Oh, well.
And then I'll point my wing over to the ground. He's not subtle.
Hello.
For a rogue, he's not subtle.
And what are you looking for Marisa for? You don't seem part of the Demon Guard, and Marisa has done nothing wrong as of late, so...
No, we are here to speak to Marisa because of a certain amulet piece that she might have. Wink, wink.
Maybe wanting to do a trade or something.
Okay, interesting. I would ask one of the bartenders if they've seen Marisa recently.
So you are not Marisa?
Oh, no. No, Marisa, though, has come to find all of us from various planes and offered us a luxurious life here in the house. So we come, and we stay, and we get whatever we want.
Do I believe her?
You can roll an insight check.
Yeah, can I do an insight check to see if she's lying regarding...
Anyone can roll an insight check. Warville, they are honest as can be.
They're
You
honest
guys
as
are
can
so
be.
nice.
This'll there. I mean, you don't see why she'd lie to you. This is a very nice place, and she's wearing very expensive. And you can see in her ears the glistening jewelry, and it dangles all the way down to nearly her shoulders. In her black hair, various pieces of pulled up jewels kind of stem from her. Her nails are freshly painted. Everything feels very glamorous and well cared for.
Guys, I do
Alright.
not think that this is Marisa. We're not going to find them here.
From
Well-
what was said, Marisa is the one who runs this tavern, yes?
Yes, this is her tavern. She made a deal with Despater and was able to.
Then,
There you go.
well, no, where do you got this? I'm the guest here.
No, that's
I
right.
know.
You're the guest here.
Yeah,
Oh.
you're the guest here.
Then taps his chin, reaches in his pack, and he pulls out a silver pearl inlaid harp. Perhaps in exchange for an audience or performance?
That is very tempting. Roll me a persuasion.
Yay! Yay!
Yeah,
Well, that-
hard baby.
That sounds fine. And she snaps her fingers. Galahara! And the bartender who's cleaning a glass looks up to her. Galahara, come here. We have a proposition. Galahara will approach. They stand at around 6'1", also dressed very luxuriously, wearing a simple dress suit top, but like a pleated skirt, and black heels. Their hair is slicked back blonde in a tight bun with shaves on both sides, and they're still
You
cleaning the
stop
glass. I'd love to make
How
all
dare
of my
you.
like to make all of my NPCs attractive. Thank you. And they're still cleaning the glass as this woman explains the situation. Oh well. Why don't we see what you have to offer?
Well, my mother's virtue name was Sonnet, and she taught me very well. And it would seem that, despite the luxurious nature, many of yours gathered here seem to be just on the cusp of sleep and rest. I offer a lullaby, if you would.
Interesting. Let's see what you have.
Okay.
No pressure, but it is time for the performance roll. The
Yup.
make it or break it roll.
Good thing I
you
held
have
on to
an
that advantage. I know. I just.
Are you using your advantage?
um,
You can do it after the fact. I won't punish you for that.
no, I will keep it for the 19.
19 is very good.
And I
No.
actually have the song that he usually plays, but I will share it with you guys afterwards by a band called Omnia, and it's a very beautiful harp duet.
Oh, I'm so ready for it. I can't wait till after the
I'll
game.
share it
to hear
later
it.
because it's good. So-
Copyright. Don't copyright us.
Exactly.
We love
Omnia's good.
Scrat too much to copy strike him. But you do, and you begin to play this melody, and it's lovely, and it's so sweet, and people who are lounging on these couches and chairs, drinks in hand, kind of seem to drift off a little bit, and some of the women surrounding this piano even begin to harmonize with the sound. Like a chorus of hymns almost, and it is a stunning performance all around. Galahara sets down their glass and with the rag still in hand, hands to their heart. Oh, I see. This must be a business transaction you're looking to perform. Of course, yes. Let me go get Marisa immediately. And we'll walk into a velvet curtain and disappear for a moment. But now you are alone at the bar with everyone else asleep but only 2 or 3 women who are harmonizing with you. Is there anything else you would like to do in here while you're waiting?
Bugs?
I will say 2 or 3 of these flies, not the fly creatures, but the flies themselves have drifted down as to sleep on the ground.
100% he snapped them up.
Oh yes, delicious. And they're big too. It's like a big boargare. And it's for everyone else, it's gross. It's gross, it's drippy, it's a little crunchy in ways you didn't think it would
didn't
crunch
expect it going
quite
this way,
how
guys.
it crunched. I offer
I
bugs
didn't
to a bird.
think- You know what?
This is
Bugs.
important
Bugs is the
content.
thing.
Bugs. You know, that's the thing about making a
Climbing and
character.
satisfying.
Oh my god, yes. While Forval's eating flies, does anyone else want to do anything? Take a look at the bar, the map, anyone's pockets. I'm not here to judge, I'm just the DM.
I'm a good, holy individual.
I too am a good,
Out of
holy
character.
individual.
Out of character, I want to take some stuff, but no, I won't.
I too am a good, holy individual, but surely these are people from hell, so all bets are off. I'm gonna go look for some pockets and see if I can figure out who Maritza is.
Okay, so you begin kind of perusing through bags and
We're gonna
pockets.
start a fight.
Roll me an investigation, please.
Oh, I'm actually okay at that, ish. Well, I called it.
Oh no! Oh my
It's
goodness.
Christmas!
You reach into someone's pocket, and when you do, you find that they're carrying like a small shuriken type weapon in their pocket. You prick your hand and go, oh, maybe these are criminals, and I shouldn't put my hands in their pockets.
This was a terrible idea. I will return to Thistle looking ashamed.
Very good.
I just want to like make this image in my head. Sorry, you're a 7-foot centaur. And you just stuck your hand in someone's pocket.
But they're asleep.
Totally.
Oh my goodness.
Excuse me.
Excuse me, don't mind me. Oh my
Oh,
goodness.
is there anything you would like to do, Abyssal?
He's putting the heart back in its case, but now with the nerves jittery of this because he doesn't usually perform in front of people. It's, usually for the close friends, but, to avoid a fight. Yeah, he'll go to the bar and say, and he'll call for a sip of vodka.
There is no one there as Galahara left, but you can help yourself to. The bottles are just kind of right over the edge. You can reach over and grab the vodka if you'd like.
He takes out a gold piece, sets it on the counter, takes the bottle, writes something on a parchment, puts it with the gold piece.
Okay.
He is a good boy. His parents raised him right.
Excellent. Yep. There's all sorts of liquors there. Even if you peer over, there's nice glassware, made of very expensive crystal. On the back side of the bar where the map is, there are also various more high, like top shelf drinks, as well as like an area for money. It's not really a register, but it's some sort of drawer type thing that you would assume is for the money. There is a painting to the side of the map of a succubus who you could assume is Marisa, but
just pours him a glass and sips and just starts taking it in and calms himself down. He sort of looks at the sword and goes, yes, I know. It is the best thing I could think. Oh, don't you start sassing me. You're just pissed I didn't come visit you first.
now for the chat, who are you speaking to, Abyssalin?
For the chat, I am speaking to his Hexblade patron, a Fey lord known as Mausenreath. He affectionately refers to him as Maz. The Hexblade was what helped save his parents from a portal that opened during an archaeological dig, and he made a pact with him to save his parents, and it sent him out into the multiverse to sort of traverse and see things. It sort of looks after him like that affectionate, sassy secondary father, but, more akin to brothers these days. So he talks to him with banter occasionally.
Excellent. And I'm going to take this moment for a quick bio, so if you guys want to talk, because Scrat says if I don't do it while we play, he's going to be upset with me. So if you would like to take this moment to discuss plannings while the DM is away and while you're still waiting for Marisa, that sounds great, but I will be back in 2 seconds.
Also, thank you very much to the Maharishi who gifts me an advantage of direct donation. Thank you.
Yay!
I'm clinging to mine with a survivalist passion. I don't want to use it yet. Because I know a one's coming. Opening with that nat 20 witch bolt, I know it's coming.
Yeah.
Oh, bless.
Dan will sort of be looking around this bar, like having put his hand in a pocket and returned, now feeling somewhat sheepish. And they're gonna.
Don't you react like that. It's all fun and games until someone else does it.
I am the bard.
Thistle's giving you a look of like, you are a holy cleric. What are you doing? Before seeing if they can like get into like an arm wrestle with somebody here.
Sort of sipping the vodka, looks like, really? You are a holy man, and you just attempted to steal from people.
I am mostly a holy person.
Well, I mean, to steal from the sleeping, I'd say that makes you mostly a horse's ass.
I wasn't stealing. I was looking for information.
I mean, we already kind of had the information, but
You can always have. All right, I won't do it again.
There you go.
I mean,
listen, horseman, and then he'll like pat your leg because I think that's the only thing he can reach. He says, "I do not judge. You look for information, you fail. It is okay. This is how we learn."
It's true.
I cannot fault that logic. This is very true. Everyone...
You judge too much, Abyslin. I think maybe you need to become holy man.
It's... I blame my patron for this. Ow! And sort of, and anybody speak Draconic, he swears in Draconic as the sword kind of bites him. Ow! Yeah.
Thistle is just looking at you very like looks at Dan. And just has a moment of contemplation of like, how did I get here?
Do you have 90 minutes?
All right. Did I miss anything? Did we ravage anyone while I was gone?
Yes,
I want to see if I can get into an arm wrest. Everyone's dead.
Is now dead.
I'm sorry. The divine smite. I couldn't hold it in. I was. Can I like? Is there someone I can arm wrestle here?
There are 3 women who are awake. Everyone else seems to be kind of drowsy or asleep. You could definitely ask them if you'd like.
Alrighty. Nah, I think I'll be good. I was gonna like seeing if there was gonna be anyone awake who looks like sitting in the corner, looks like they don't want to be bothered, like kind of deal.
I mean, these women definitely don't look like they want to be bothered by you.
That's fine. Nah, I think I'll be all good for that one.
You just don't want to lose.
Volvo will immediately bother them.
Immediately.
You can go and bother them if you'd like.
You have very nice establishment here. There are so many flies, fly people. It's very nice.
Well, yes, it is very nice. It's kind of the whole point. This is for those who have a finer taste of things. Usually, not the damned souls that rot outside.
Okay.
Usually people come here for the information on, how to leave the plane or how to...
You can leave plane? How can you do that?
Well, currently there is a single portal out of Dis to go down to the lower planes.
Wow.
But to actually leave the Hells, that's something you'd have to ask Marisa. She's working on a big project.
Well, it is a good thing I don't want to know any of that important information. Oh, all I care about is flies, fly people, killing people, good songs. Abysslin very good at songs. And he'll just like keep listing these things that he likes and
they look
dislikes.
like they are absolutely dying. And as you drone on, Galahara kind of steps out again. If you're interested in heading back into the private quarters, Marisa will see you now. And they kind of go to the bar and smack their hand 3 times on there, and everyone begins to kind of stir. Oh, very good. Very good.
Volvo will clap.
He lightly nods his head and goes, and I do not take offense. It is a song for rest. Sleep if you were not sleeping, then I did a bad job.
And a few folks chuckle at that. But you are free to head back into this private chambers unless you have something else you would like to do.
No, but as we're heading, I'll tell the crew that there's a portal down to the lower level.
And
Right,
that could be
well.
very useful once we have ascertained this plane's. I should really stop waving this around.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Wait,
Yeah.
did you just hold that up like to the group?
Abyssalin, you are looking at a very magical tool.
Oh.
You don't need to make a wisdom save.
Well, I would like you to roll me an Arcana check first, so I can tell you if you. Yeah, it's not a full amulet, but Abyssalin, these are pieces to the Amulet of the Planes, a device used to transport to any plane that you like.
You just showed that to an archaeologist. Yeah,
What is your
Right there, Abysslin. You look a bit twitchy.
I would like to make a wisdom save, if possible, please.
What are you planning on doing, Abyssalin?
It's either he restrains himself and we'll talk about it behind closed doors, or he gets like super mad, giggly, oh my god, that's ba 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 ba, and just shouts it.
Yeah, give me a roll and see how well you handle this.
Oh.
You're wise. You're wise, and you know you want to know everything about this. You don't want anyone to take it away from your new friend. So it's better to keep it in a friend's hands, for now at least.
Well, he doesn't want to take it. He just like wants to know
touch
what
it, lick it, take a picture of it. Get the whole field. Everything the archaeologists do. I'm an expert, I know.
Fair that. Yeah, it's just this aspect of. He just starts furiously writing in a book.
Is everything okay, Abyssalin?
We'll talk later. But, whatever that is, I agree with your sentiment. Maybe not wave it around quite so much.
Yes, you are right. I will put it back in my pouch.
I must ask, how did you come by that?
Well,
Been for
first...
like a day. You already found it. Like, Thistle's very salty about this.
First, there were some thieves. They had 2 pieces each amongst them. And then I went and found Thistle. And Thistle was in we were in a big fight. And then they didn't have the prize. And we had to go and find a bug person. And then we squished the bug person for information. And they gave us these.
There are a lot of insects down here. Vorval, you are a very opportune friend.
Yes.
2, Avi is not going to believe this. And he's just all smiles now, writing this down. This is like a fantastic story for him to bring back home. This is amazing.
And Galahara is kind of at the bar serving drinks, but looking at all of you, really confused.
Well, glad one of us is having a good time.
Everything all right over there, or?
Oh, yeah, he just told me a story that, yeah.
Don't leave
I paid for the
Marisa
flights,
waiting.
by the way.
Oh, yes, I see. Don't leave Marisa waiting. You will regret it.
Ready. This will head on over her.
Alright.
Everyone follow. I don't know.
Everyone go through the carpeted area?
Yep.
Mhm.
This is a lovely little room. Past these velvet drapes is just tapestries covering the walls. The floor is covering with ornate rugs. There is no like main table. It's a huge open area, but there is a love seat here and a love seat here in the small square room with small coffee tables to the side, and tables of sorts. The room is illuminated by dancing lights that float over it. And there are two identical women, both humans, blonde. Very busty, very curvy, wearing these purple floor-length gowns. Both of their hair are completely styled the same way, tied up with a single braid. And they're both holding a glass of wine, one in the right and one in the left hand. Well, hello, one speaks. How can I help you? Says the other.
You're Marisa, correct?
Well, one of us are. That's why I keep so many beautiful women, says the other. And in tandem they say, that way I can always take a new form. Easier to hide this way.
That makes sense.
So this isn't like some kind of test, is it? It's like one of you tells only truth and the other one tells only lies, and we've got to figure out. Okay, good.
No.
I'm bad at those.
Just a precaution.
I'm
I
gonna
don't
do
know
some.
you.
I'm gonna do something
Bullshit.
stupid in the hell planes.
Do it.
Do some bullshit, yeah.
I want to use detect good and evil, evil and good.
Oh. Mm-hmm.
Oh, you poor thing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, this is like me using divine sense.
Okay, so first I would like you to give me a wisdom saving throw.
Yeah.
Because this is
Oh, hey, I'm good at those ones.
Hey.
Nice. Nice.
in a moment you are completely overwhelmed. You have to like take a swallow as you do it. It's just so much. And what is casting like this? It is the visual and semantic. Okay. So as you kind of cast this spell, you see the woman to the right is clearly a fiend. And they both look at you, and the human crosses her arms. So we're playing games.
I just found a holy in your logic.
And then Marisa takes a sip of her wine. So I'm guessing this isn't about bardic business.
I mean, it could be.
Yeah, no, I'm not letting him have it. No, it's not happening.
For me, I am here on purely academic reasons. I just happened to get out of the emissary place with them. They were looking for you, and I thought I might help.
And
I like bugs.
The human was going to lean forward to say something, but when you say you like bugs, her mouth opens, closes. She kind of retreats back and looks to Marisa. And she's going to cock her head to the side. Well, give me one good reason why I should kill you outright.
Well, I mean, the whole tavern seemed to really enjoy Abyssalin's performance. I think there might be a bit of a riot if they find out that you just kind of killed him.
Also, we're really difficult to kill. People keep trying to kill us. It's a lot of work. I'd much rather parlay. We don't mean you any harm. I just wanted to know who I was speaking to.
And your manicure's real nice as well. I hate for you to ruin it.
She is very pretty, it's true. Both
It is
of you. I don't mean,
It is true.
I'm not very good at it.
And the human woman just keeps staring at you, Forfelt. Like she doesn't know quite how to react. Like you can see like the smile flattery, but then she like looks up like she's thinking about the bug thing again. And she just doesn't quite know where to go with this giant owl.
She is all of us.
But Marisa kind of like, it is true. And I'd hate to see any of my pretty faces. Though they're all trained sorceresses, I would hate to see any of them be wounded on my behalf. So, this one is here for the music. The ones with the holy magics. What do you want?
At the piece of the amulet.
Yeah, we're looking to get home. And we heard word that you got something that could help with that, maybe?
Amulet. What amulet do you speak of?
Oh, and I'm like speaking very cautiously, is not sure if this is easy to drop this. Like, of the planes.
Hmm. And who told you that I had such necklaces, amulets?
What was his name, Fizzle? Up on the level above, the one with the bug eyes.
Oh, I
How did
see.
Yeah, we didn't really get a name. We like
Like Wretch or Leech or something like that.
yeah, I mean his soul kind of got taken before we really got to ask him any questions, really.
So you are the reason that my courier has not returned. How disappointing.
Not us personally. We found another guy who was kind of doing a job for someone, but I mean by association, I guess.
So you now have a piece of the amulet.
Just the one, yes.
Can I see it?
I will retrieve one piece of the amulet.
Yeah, I am ready. If she tries to snatch it, I want to snatch it back.
She takes a sip of her wine. And what makes you think you deserve these pieces more than I do? I have a small army here. I don't think you could face me. Maybe you should just give me that piece and I can help you find your own way out of this hell.
Well, you say deserve, but like, does having an army mean deserve? Like, I think deserve is more like a moral thing, you know?
This is hell, sweetie.
Yeah, I'm reminded of that more and more every day. I mean, what use do you have for it? I mean, you seem to have it pretty good here. Why would you want to jump planes?
Well, it's extremely exhausting getting the tools I need, the things I need into this layer of hell. It's mostly for business purposes. It's how I attract, and she kind of gently caresses the cheek of the woman next to her. How I find these beautiful women. How I import the finest wines. Do you know how hard it is to get the finest wines through the layers of hell?
I mean, if it's anything like getting them to the town I was from, pretty hard. Scratch the head a bit. I mean, we just needed to get back once we're done with it.
Yeah.
You say that you want high life, easy life. You want wine and women, and those are both good things. What if someone, I'm not saying me, but it's me, knew people from I went French, from different places very well, who were in things like trade and import, export, that kind of thing. What if I gave you a few, I can't say numbers because numbers are nothing, contacts?
That is interesting.
Like easy.
Huh. Roll me a perception. Or not a perception, a persuasion. Those are different. I get them confused all the time for some reason.
Oh no!
Oh.
There's like a fly hanging out my mouth.
A leg.
Yeah, it's still twitching.
Well, you see, my dear, you seem to have not quite gotten the point of it all. I need it to be done easily, and having people traverse back and forth the hells, survival rate is very low. Why do you think I turn flies into people so they can use their hands to carry things? And
That's you?
of course, well, my sorceresses, but
Wow. That is good skill.
All right. Well, what would it
I'll
take
turn
to
to the
get?
crew and be like, I have nothing else. You go.
No, it's good. Connections are good things to have. What would it take first? Like, what would you be willing to trade for it? Because we.
perhaps a contract?
See, we've been warned about those. What kind of contract?
Well, I will let you hold on to this piece while you traverse the hells and collect the other pieces. From there, you will either return all of the pieces back to me, and I will take you home, or you will spend a time that I decide being my gophers for things for the tavern. And if you so fail, I will send my armies after you. The armies of the flies. It's a horrible way to go.
Perhaps
Sounds like great deal for me.
perhaps we should reconsider our position in this conversation. You know that I have used some magic to detect the level of evil in this place, and yet I still stand here. We are actually very high-level holy warriors from the material plane, and we are not scared of your army. Give us the piece, or we'll crush your establishment. I lie.
Roll me
Like
either
a liar.
roll me either an intimidation or a deception. It is up to you.
Bish! Do you have that advantage?
I do have an advantage. Can I like
Would you like to
reroll?
use
Reroll?
You can use that for a reroll, yes.
Either way, Lynn is just giving you this look of you lying sack of shit.
Thistle is like having a crisis.
Let it be said that I just arrived here with these people. I am not a part of whatever job this is.
Yeah, I
I'll
just met
gladly
this guy.
perform.
Huh.
Yeah, I was
so-
just like, yeah, we just met these two, so just whatever, anything that we say, it's on us, all right? Us holy warriors.
It is just, it's so interesting how confident
To add
you
to the
are.
effect, I'd like to use my word of radiance, so I begin to burn with the holy light of radiance.
Why? Why?
I can,
We gonna die.
I truly cannot with you, Scrat. I truly cannot. I love you so much.
You're pulling me down with you.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
I'm gonna fight you at PAX. In a parking lot, 2 p.m.
I'm on the
Okay,
other
well,
side of the state if you guys want to pick me up for this.
I am
It-
flying all the way over to you from Australia just to throw down.
It's okay. Hold on. So Marisa snaps her fingers, and the
No.
the
We dissolve.
sorceress, you all just die immediately.
Immediately. Got it.
We have reached we've reached peak Thanos.
I've ceased to be.
Been
But
a
the sorceress,
great game, guys.
she pulls something from betwixt her chest and begins to mutter something. And Dan, I would like you to make me a wisdom saving throw. DC 18 for a polymorph.
Wow.
Oh,
Just
nice.
barely save as you feel this magical energy, and in your brain you hear like, is that the baaing of a sheep? Why am I thinking in sheep's paws? Stop it, stop it. Okay.
Wait a
I'm going
minute.
to swoosh my tail sassily.
Wait a minute. You know. Oh man.
You are all so troublesome.
look
I
to
don't
Dan.
want.
Hold on.
I don't want violence.
No, I don't.
Bree.
I like the whole thing is not fighting. I looked at Dad like, are you a cleric of ill mate or not?
Abyssal, you're giving me anxiety. Yes, my dear.
Yeah.
What is it?
Yeah, I just whispered it to you. I actually got to whisper to D here too.
Okay. How do you want to do this?
Oh, Pippin just came in with a donation as well. One of the everybody rolls on a random roll table, like,
Everyone
size
rolls on a
donation.
random roll
Everyone
table?
rolls.
Okay, well, I currently have the rolls of the
Damn it, Deb.
D100 skulls. Is the ones I have.
Okay. Also, we're getting. Oh God, I've never known fear like this.
Okay.
So what are we doing? Are we rolling a
Okay,
D100?
everyone, while Abyssal thinks about his plan, everyone roll me a D100.
Okay.
Hey, it's my birthday.
Okay.
Zen! Betrayal!
I just again following the rule.
Yeah.
It's an aspect of like right now, man.
Abyssalin is the one doing a betrayal right now.
Okay, so
Just making sure everything's cool, man.
I'm gonna tell you what everything is now, as just because it's easier for me to remember. These can all be things that you find in the trash, either before you got here or after you got here. You can say before retroactively if you would like, just because gotta love those good donations. Thistle, you receive a storm skull. Crackles with sparks when held. 3 10th level shocking grasps per day. We're going to say just in general because that's a little overpowered for our questing levels, but you'll get 3 10th level shocking grasps. 10th level? 9th level. There's only 9 levels. Who wrote this? 9th level.
Okay.
Maybe
because Shocking Grasp is a cantrip. I think they mean it like 10th level spellcaster, not 10th level spell.
Ah.
Because the cantrip scales based on your level or something like that. So.
Oh. Maybe.
Right.
We'll have to look into it.
Yeah.
This said it was from 5e, so I'll have to look into what it meant. I should have done a little bit more effort in thinking of this. All right, so next was Dan. You get the Skull of the Martyr. I guess it fits for your... It says remove curse once per week, but tells you all of your flaws when it's used. Let's see.
You have trust issues.
Yeah.
Once a week.
Abyssalin. You have the Ghoul Skull. Summons a ghoul once per 3 days. Vorval, the Skull of Fear. Twice a day, range 30 feet. Array of Fear on a 30-degree cone.
In front of me?
You can
like
use
if I'm,
it, yes.
Like I can... So like if everyone was behind me, I could scare these demons off? Cuckoo?
Perhaps.
Okay.
Depending on what Abyssalin has planned.
How did the summon the Skull of the Ghoul go again?
Once every 3 days, you can summon an entire ghoul.
Okay. My necromancer
an
would be
entire
very happy.
boy.
So
One whole boy.
Everything seems to be okay with the proposed thing here.
Is it really?
In the roll, he's just going to look at Dandelion and goes, What sort of holy man will not accept the punishment for such an awful threat? And is going to do cutting words.
Oh.
To make him sort of kind of, he made his bed, sleep in it kind of thing.
Oh, shit.
So, that's a D6.
You're gonna be...
Oh.
All I needed was a 2.
And we're using this for the polymorph.
Yep. So it's like,
Yeah.
it's like, what sort of holy man shies away from repercussion? We are guests in this tavern.
Dan, you are turned into a sheep. But all of your items are with you in sheep form, so they cannot rob you. As Abyssalin does this, Marisa kind of, come here, sit with me, boy.
Thistle just looks to Dan. It's like, I don't know what you expected.
He stands up and gives a bow. He goes, I do humbly expose, and he shows a ring on his left hand. I am taken, and I do honor that well. But he does go and sit.
How cute, how cute. And she reaches over and grabs the bottle of wine and just kind of hands it to you. Sorry, there are no extra glasses. So you want to perform for us, yes?
I'm not good
You're
at
muted, Miriam.
singing.
I was told from my parents for a long age of my heritage. They hail from Stygia. And I've wanted to explore and learn and find ancient cities. I figured this is a good place to start.
Roll me a perception check.
Uh-oh. I'm doomed. Go use that advantage now.
You may. You can re-roll.
Yeah, let's do that. Fuck!
No, that's all you'll need because you're very close. You just needed a 10. You were...
Oh.
And I would have let you take the 14 if you wanted to. It's no big deal. But as this identical woman is talking to you, you do notice the one difference between the two of them. The Marisa, who is speaking to you, has a small, very small piece of what seems to be an amulet around her neck. And you kind of get that giddy bubble in your chest again. And she's just kind of babbling on about how exciting the music is. Yes, it's wonderful. We're always looking for talent here. Really kind of keep the level of excitement, the sense of luxury here.
Oh, that is why with so many patrons and such, he kind of side eyes and looks at the group for a moment as his tail is casting something.
Okay.
It's a glowing sheep.
I would like you to roll me a stealth for this because she is so close to you because it requires some semantic components or verbal components. Okay.
I'm all out of advantages. Oh boy.
Can I start snapping at some flies in the background to be distracting?
Yeah, you know,
maybe give them advantage.
Borval, you begin to you see a fly kind of crawl into the wall in the room, and it's the compulsion to just get all up in that fly. You do manage to cause this kind of gross distraction. And Abyssalin, you seem to be able to get the spell off without them noticing.
Okay.
And Vorval, you enjoy that juicy fly. It's the best one you've ever had.
Thank goodness.
I am so scared right now.
I would say, Thistle, you notice the mage hand being formed. The kind of magical components that are happening.
Thistle looks incredibly stressed, but also Thistle already looked incredibly stressed because of what Dan just pulled, so it's no difference.
Dan, you're a sheep.
Okay.
Again,
barely.
visual. How big is this sheep?
Oh god.
I had the sudden urge to kick the sheep.
Oh god. Okay, so you get to keep your mental ability scores. You do maintain your personality, but you are a sheep-sized sheep. This is the lowest you've ever looked at the ground. You are at eye level with Thistle.
So you've got an angry Thistle, a sheep-sized Dan, a sheep-sized sheep Dan, and Vorval eating flies.
There's Abyssalin being the one productive member of this party.
Oh dear.
That may end very quickly here.
Considering that you're the bard, wow, how the turns have tabled.
What? Yeah, he's got two choices here. Does he go for it, or does he try and play it up? He's going to play it up. He's actually going to send his mage hand out to grab a glass, since he said there was no extra glasses, while he continues the conversation for the moment.
And they're completely enthralled, and they don't even notice the glass come in. You just have a glass now, because they are they are watching Vorville, almost like dinner and a show. They're like, oh. If you like that so much,
have you ever seen a dog get like enthralled by a light on a wall? It's like that, but with an owl and flies. Like.
And Marisa's gonna look to lean over Abyssal into the woman. You know what would be really funny? Go get some of the maggots from the baby fly room. Let's see how she likes that. Put it on a silver platter even. Put a cherry on top. I'm sure he'll love it. And the human snickers, almost like they think this is a funny thing, when in reality it's just a very good time for you. But now you are alone with Marisa.
He's pouring his wine. He's looking at the lion, just keeping him focused on this. He's got an apologetic look in his eyes towards Thistle, like please don't hate me. I got a plan. I swear I do. I'll let you know when I know what it is.
Thistle looks like a tired mom right now. But I think she sees what's happening, and she's gonna. Wait, no. If they're distracted by Vorval, they won't say anything. They're fine. If Marisa seems to get bored of the show at any point, Thistle will speak up. But right now, Thistle's just kind of like, I don't know how I got here. Just having a little bit of a crisis.
Just join the idiocy. It's great.
It's great. It's wonderful. Yeah, Thistle is looking at the camera right now, and has been doing so for a while.
Thank you, Mushroom, who gifts an advantage to every player.
Bless you, Mushroom. With all the bird noises I keep making, I'm so sad I didn't do my Kenku.
No, that was a good noise. That was a 10 out of 10 very good noise. All right, so what do we do from here?
He's going to look at Marisa. He pours a wine and offers her the glass. Now, while I may hail of Stygia, I am still very unaccustomed to the laws and rules of Hell. The books they have and the material are not as thorough, and obviously can have a mortal's standpoint on them.
Well, I will give you a quick lay of the land. This is the only place that's really worth getting anything from. The Spader's Castle is south a ways. If you go there, he will probably kill you. If you would like to go into the lower planes, there is a portal below the emissary, but we know someone. We always can get in. You just go through the back door where they kill people and go down the stairs. So simple. What else is interesting about here? Searching for the trash is always fun. I don't do it myself, but I send people. And occasionally they come back with magical items. It's always so fun. It's nice. What is taking her so long? This is such strange company. And as she says that, she kind of pulls her head back to drink.
Mage hand.
Okay, roll me a stealth.
Going for it. At advantage.
You can.
Bless you, Mushroom.
You can either take the 22 or re-roll.
Muted?
You're muted. I think you just anxiety muted yourself.
I did. I let out an audible noise that would have made dogs cry. Like the song says, know when to hold them, know when to fold them. I'm going to just hold with the 22. I am not going to try and fish for it.
Okay. I'm going to roll perception for her.
Can I impose disadvantage? She looks like she needs a ram.
You're gonna.
Yeah. Wait, are you?
What is that?
You're gonna have to roll a new character, my man.
Yeah, you can ram into her.
Phrasing.
Can I roll to stop him?
Yeah, you can. You can roll to stop him because he didn't need the roll. And he's just gonna
Yeah.
take the ram hit. So if you would like to
Yeah.
roll an athletics to sheep grapple.
Sheep grapple.
Oh wow, I have a +6 to that. Do I be dumb and use my advantage for this? No, I don't.
I mean, I would.
I
Well, I
mean,
don't know.
also-
It's a sheep.
It's a sheep, and also I don't know. I don't want to
Well-
antagonize this woman any more than we already have.
I am feeling quite sheepish, so I probably would choose to fail my my opposing roll.
Okay.
And it's just a sheep. I mean, he does not have. This is not like a dandelion sheep. It is. I mean,
It is
they're
a
a sheep.
thistle sheep.
This is like thistle. You could probably just pick it up and walk it away.
I'm choosing to fail, but I have to know. Okay.
Yeah, you would have succeeded. You would have been able to ram this woman right into the legs, but choosing to fail is probably your best bet. As you were able to just snatch that little piece of Abyssalin. And when she downs the glass, she looks back at you, just completely. What is taking her so long? Can you all stay right here? Don't go anywhere. I still want to talk to you about those pieces. And, where you can't go anywhere without mine and vice versa. And she kind of walks and takes a stumbly step like she's been drinking wine all day.
Oh, certainly, it's no problem. In fact, I may actually have another tiefling bardic friend that we may be able to do duos.
We'll
more
talk.
when you
Yeah, we'll talk, sweetheart. And she disappears behind the velvet curtain.
grab the ram and run.
Let's make like sheep and bleat it.
I would like to volunteer to die.
No, too late. I'm gone.
Hey, let me just do a little That's a fail. No, okay, no.
Oh.
You keep rolling until I
They
die.
spontaneously die. All right, so are we?
I'm sorry, this behavior doesn't behoove me.
Stop.
I feel called out on that as points to his feet. Now just Volvo,
I think.
do grab our woolly friend and make for that portal.
Okay. First of all, I find it offensive that you think I would grab the sheep just because I'm an owl. Whatever. And then, and I'll.
I wasn't even thinking of that.
I'll walk forward, and the skull of fear.
Mhm.
Could I hold? I don't know if it's like a ring or something or whatever. Is a skull, an actual skull? Is it an actual skull?
Mhm.
Okay, cool.
It's a skull.
Can I hold it out in front of us and say, "Listen, I may have an escape route," and can I hold it out in front of us? And it's a 30-foot cone.
It's a 30-degree cone, so as long as you get from a far distance out to 30 feet, you could probably scare the first half, and then scare the next half to the door.
Cool.
And then anyone...
I'll explain what I want to do to them and kind of. Does that sound good?
And Dan, you understand them well, so you can. You understand them, Dan. You just can't respond unless anyone speaks sheep.
Unfortunately, no.
That's on my.
Oh wait, I can speak to small animals.
Oh God.
You can
I think
speak.
it has to be small. It has to be like squirrels and shit. I'm not sure.
I'm sure Dan as a sheep counts.
I'm smaller than normal.
Would I know how to break polymorph at all? How
You would
would
have
it last?
you would have to break her concentration or it would end in an hour.
Like, oh, I guess I'm like carrying a sheep.
I mean,
I can put it.
Does
put them down.
damage not do anything to the polymorph?
oh,
I thought if it takes
Nice.
damage,
you
It affects the hit
know.
points, but I don't know if Thistle would know that.
Yeah, but let's see, the target is in form. Yeah, if you do the amount of damage to the sheep, which is, I didn't think I'd have to turn him into a sheep. 4 hit points worth.
Okay.
I punch Dan. No, I'm kidding.
I punched Dan.
Okay. I will say that a hard punch to the floofy little sheep is enough to magically transform back into Dan.
Nice.
I'm starting to
Yeah.
get why.
Hello.
I'm starting to get why you're in the hells now.
Oh, me? I was sent here by some monks. They were very strict.
If you were, I think they were more sane, honestly. But all right, we should get a move on.
Right. She said that the portal was below this place.
Well, that's handy. Let's get a move on.
They built this city on portal holes?
I punched Dan again.
Yeah, yeah, you can do that.
Scrat, you're killing me.
Oh,
like-
man.
This is on another Scrat. You're bad, but this has been on another level.
It's because I have a contender for the title of Pungeon Master. Let's go, Scrat.
I hate all of you. So you guys begin to run.
I have done
and-
nothing
Mhm,
wrong.
mhm.
Oh, honestly, you're innocent, Avery. So innocent.
Thank you.
Bias. No.
And Abyssalin, you would remember that she said that it was below the emissary, down the stairs next to actually where you were assassinated, through that door and down the stairs. And someone very cleverly made a map.
Oh.
All right, I did.
A legend. Oh my god. MVP.
So
I mean, he is not a strong boy, but he is a smart boy.
Oh, thank god one of us is.
all right, Vorval, explain how you use this skull for me.
Okay. I take the skull out of my little pouch and I hold it in front of me, and I will, whoever gave it to me, a genie, who knows, told me to rub the top of its cranium and whisper, make them scared.
Very good.
And I think the skull will open up, like it will kind of go, it will just start laughing and go, and then a high pitched noise that just like scares the ever living daylights out of people will kind of emanate in front of it.
Okay, I'm going to do a wisdom saving throw. We'll
Cool.
use probably.
That person did really well.
It was only for one person. So as you do this shriek and you kind of like aim it in a sense to scare everyone in this area, everyone but Galahara, who's just kind of cleaning their glass, everyone scatters. They turn to look at you guys. First sleep, now fear. Maybe you should get out. Nothing personal, but you do cause a lot of problems here.
Attractive person is attractive, and attractive. And I'll just-
And they like cock a brow at you as they continue to clean their glass, like, oh, okay.
What a mood.
I would go before Marisa gets back. I'm sure she will not like this show of affairs.
I tried to tell them that everything was fine, but they didn't. They just wanted to leave. The vodka was delicious.
Wolf's running.
Waffle's just out of there.
He's not going very fast. He's 25 speed. You can catch up to it.
Oh,
I can't. I also have 25 speed.
I mean, Dan, what's your movement speed?
40, but I'm not going at a full trot. I'm just,
And as you go, folks are running around you, running underneath you, trying to get away. Thistle, you're lucky you're small because you can kind of dodge out of them. But Abyssal, you are just being smacked into on the way out.
Ugh. Don't want to use that yet.
Can I use my protection to like get Abyssal out of it? Just like someone like starts to run in and just like boop them back with my shield.
Yeah. Thistle is your super guardian right now. Is like your bodyguard. They're like, no photos, please, no photos.
That is-
And you are able to get out. But as you do, you hear a shriek from Marisa within the tavern.
All right, I'd estimate we have about 10 minutes before we all die painful deaths and become smeared, burning scorch marks on the surface of these streets.
Abyssalin, stop talking and run!
I am running.
All right, and as you all begin to run, I'm going to have you all make me dex checks because originally you were walking carefully. So we're going to give you, everyone's going to give you a dex check as you try and follow Abyssalin through this.
May
Right, I
I?
have the map.
No, I'm gonna carry on. It's fine. No, don't worry.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Dex check or save?
Just a
but,
check.
It's the same modifier, so.
Yeah. Do I still have an advantage?
You do.
Yep, you can either take the 18 or re-roll.
Oh man.
I don't know. It's fine. It's fine. I'll take the L. It's fine.
You'll take the
I'll
L?
use it.
Okay. You, Dan and Warville, you take 10 points of damage. And as you kind of skid along the side, you hear the buzzing of fly people in the distance. If you turn back to see them, they have bows and arrows, and they are chasing after you.
Can I uncanny dodge that technically?
Yeah, I'd say so.
Sick.
I'd say you go like, ooh, no, actually. It's like when you get into the shower without testing the water first, you're like, ooh, nope.
Miss me with that?
Made a grave mistake.
Okay. And as you keep coming through, I would like you make a few more turns. Everyone make me another dex check.
Oh boy.
What is this?
Oh.
I'm a rogue.
Oh man.
Oh, whoops, I accidentally clicked twice, but wow, it made absolutely no
Hell.
difference. I will use my advantage to take that net
I'm
20.
gonna use my
Yeah.
advantage this time.
Okay, do you want to take that 15? It's only a DC 15.
Cool,
Or do you want to
I'll
roll
take
for
15.
a... Okay. So, Dan, this one's just you.
Done
Uh,
now.
It's okay. It's okay. This is fine.
I mean, you have heals.
I do have heals. Should I need them, I have heals.
Well, that's the problem. You're running in heels, not hooves.
Get out of here. Leave this town, Simba.
That's what we're trying to do. I'm trying to lead you out of this place.
And never return.
Okay, so this is going to be a roll for all. This is going to be one attack roll for all of you as these 4 flies are chasing you down. If this hits your AC, just let me know.
Yeah.
Ooh.
One last cutting words.
Okay. Roll me your D6, correct?
Yep, it's gonna be D6. This is last bardic inspiration. I gotta make this a good one. You look like the sequel to The Fly. It was terrible.
Very good.
Oh.
All right.
Yeah.
Roll me this D6.
Oh.
They liked the sequel.
Damn it.
In hell, it's the only thing they get here.
Oh crap. Yep, that's a lost cause.
Okay, everyone takes 7 points of damage as you make it through. But you were able to
Have I already
see...
used my reaction? Could I use uncanny dodge again?
You could use Uncanny Dodge again, I'd say, as this is not
Sweet.
quite a combat round. Though, as they kind of do this, you do see up in the distance, you see him, and he's sitting there, and he's eating this weird fleshy sandwich type thing. It's the urchin from before, and as he turns to look at all of you,
While we're running, can I just pop a cure wounds? That'd be great.
yeah, you can pop a cure wounds. Yeah, that's more than fine. And he looks at you and looks to see the flies. Looks at his food.
Really?
Tired urchin.
The urchin turns to the pile of flies and will cast a fireball in the sky at them.
Hell yes! We made a friend, guys.
And you are able to stop running as bits of fly rain from the sky. Puts his hands on his hips. Well, you did it. I don't know what you did, but you did it.
We did.
Hello.
I shut the skull. Like, shush.
I
Thinking
just
that.
bolts
Thank
around.
Well,
Thanks
I
for
don't
that.
know where you're going from here, but I suppose I owed you one for the food, the gold, all that. Seemed pretty fair. Um, but I would go if I were you. It was a pleasure meeting all of you. If you ever make it to the 5th level, tell my wife that I love her. If you see her, of course. Her name is Milsa. Just a thought.
Mills.
If time, you can come with us.
Oh, no, 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 no. No, 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 no. As the damnings go, this is pretty okay with me. My wife is
Okay.
kind of a bitch. I just love her a lot. Just tell her I said hello.
He reaches in his bag and pulls out the skull of the ghoul and gives it to him. 173 days. You can summon a friend.
Hey, my man. And with that, you can make your way back to the emissary. You
Let's do
walk
it.
where you walk through that tunnel you have created for yourself. It already seems to have grown back slightly, so you can have to cut it down once again. But
As they're running with this one, Abyssalin is going to go ahead and use his once a day 2nd level natural cast of Armor of Agathis as a Levistus Tiefling.
ooh,
Sick.
So 2nd level, he gets that icy sheen over him, and he will have 10 temporary hit points. So
ooh, very good.
He's using his once a day shot of that for a long rest.
I might just take
Excellent.
another. I might just do another cure wounds if we're casting spells over here.
More than fine. More than fine.
Because I actually crit failed the last one. That's why the healing was so awful.
Heck.
There we go. That's more like it.
Ow! There you go.
Nice.
Much better. And you are at the doorway in which you were led out. Do you choose to enter?
And the
Where-
door
where
will
was
be
it that
opened.
the-
You are back at the emissary. This is the doorway you
Mhm.
were let out to be murdered. You know it is enter through this door and down the stairs.
Gotcha.
Can we even open this door, though?
Can you?
I opened the door.
The door opens for you, Vorval, and only for
Nice.
you.
Man, I've been
See you
wanting a
later,
reason to
guys. I
use.
closed it.
I've been wanting a reason to use knock this entire game.
I mean, this is the only. This is.
Yeah, if you didn't jump in, I would have fly kicked that door. So
Fly
Fly?
kicked it, really?
Mm,
Bzzz.
Careful.
I'm gonna-
Vorval.
that wasn't intentional. You can't hate me. Can't hate me, Brie.
I
The
know.
first knock against you.
I'm on thin
These-
fucking ice.
These puns are starting to bug me too.
So you enter through the doorway, and to your right you see the stairs.
Okay.
I go
Right,
down the
is that the-
stairs.
Yeah, is that the only way to go?
There's the pathway in which you came originally, and then to the right
Okay.
there's some stairs.
All right. Yeah. Yeah. Tall ass down the stairs.
I'm gonna take
Yep.
the stairs slowly.
And as you
I-
do, and you
Can I? Oh, I wonder if this could pick up Dan. Like,
I mean,
like.
if maybe if they folded their legs real good.
hang on a minute. Let me.
So-
I'm sure I put down a weight. Yeah, I'm like 450 pounds.
Okay.
Oof.
Goodness gracious. 'Cause I'm fairly strong, but I'm not sure how strong that would
I
require.
don't think you're that strong.
I don't think you're that. Just sheer body
Yeah,
mass
one
and
day.
size.
Good body,
Maybe
yeah.
maybe one day get buff.
Maybe one day. When I
Very
if
good.
we
Just
level
keep
up
doing
enough
your
and I
deadlifts.
keep doing the
one day.
deadlifts. One day. I believe in you, Thistle. I believe in you.
And as,
Alrighty, yeah,
and
I'm
as you
forward.
make it down the stairs, there is a room with 5 guards, but a large open portal at the end of them. And they all turn to
Oh.
face you.
Okay, I'll step forward. Hello. We are here to go in next room. If you I can only use it once a day, can't I? The skull.
Hold on.
Oh, no.
Let me double check.
Consider this is cool though.
Because you've already stepped forward, so
It's all right. I'll roll with it if I can't.
that's a powerful mindset to have. Twice a day, range 30, fear. Twice a day.
Hell. Listen, I will give you choice. Either you just let us go in and there is no confrontation, or you get very scared by my little friend here. And I bring out this tiny little skull. It's like a little bird skull, I'm going to say.
And these 5 guards, they're like Minotaur-styled demonic creatures, and they're all carrying giant 2-handed axes. And they kind of ready a battle stance towards you. And they don't make any noise, maybe like slight chuffing, but they don't respond to you. Ready for combat.
Okay, it seems hard way, and I'll turn on that. I'll rub the little cranium again. Sweet, my little birdie, go.
And as the fear grips through them, I would like everyone to make either an athletics or dexterity saving throw as they charge you to get away.
Come on, Dan. You can do this.
Dan.
With that nat 20, can I literally make them all wait as I finish coming down the stairs? Like, no!
Yeah, and they're trying to push you, to get around you, but you were like, no. And by the time you get down the stairs, you see everyone else has kind of fallen from this, knocked prone. Screaming skull in the air as it's like coughing to a stop. But there you are at the portal, the next layer of hell.
Hell yeah. Well, that was easier than I thought it would be.
Oh, why did you have to say that? They always say that in the stories. That never goes well.
No.
We should get a move on. Let's leave this city.
There was the betrayal at the end of the game. Now, Abyssalin and Vorpal.
We never thought it would be Avery.
Never.
He snuck in. How dare.
Abyssalin and Vorpal. Do you join them through the portal, or do you still have business to finish on this plane of the house?
Abyssalin is here for a tour of the place where his birthright comes about. He's seen all he needed to here, and there's a very angry lady up those stairs. So he looks at me and goes, well, I would certainly love to stay here longer, but I think all of you are rather fun. Staying here might just be, he looks at himself, winks, abysmal, and jumps in the portal.
And Abyssalin travels off to make maps and make notes for his loved one. Get an understanding of where tieflings originate. And as he travels to the next plane of hell, he goes on his own grand adventures that I'm sure will be great bardic stories on the material plane one day. Vorpal?
I think Vorpal's definitely expended all of the emissary type stuff that he could have done. It didn't go very well, so he might move to the next plane and think maybe his chances will be better there. I am sorry for my friend's awful joke. I have nothing to do with that. But I hope that you have many flies on your journey. It has been fun. Goodbye. And I'll just kind of go into the portal.
And Vorpal, whereas it didn't work so well for you in the Plains of Hell, I'm quite sure it had something to do with your strange companionship and the inability to quite fix things this time. But here you are able to falsify emissary status far easier. What it is you seek is still uncertain to many. But you do know that where there are hellish creatures, there are hellish bugs to munch on.
Yes.
And we know Dan and Thistle are on a mission, but with no real answers as to where the next piece is. You leave this plane with hopes to find that next week on To Hells and Back. And there we are. Thank you, everyone, so much for playing with me today.
Yeah.
Yay!
Did Abyssalin even give them the piece?
We're We're gonna say that he did. We're gonna say
Yeah, I was
that
gonna say
did.
he wouldn't keep it. He wouldn't keep it.
Yeah.
I'm just like, wait a minute, crap!
Oh
I
my
forgot to say
God.
he
That
hands
was-
it off.
We all forgot.
We will take that as a yes because God damn it.
Let's see. Gives me a reason to come back. No, I'm just kidding.
The quest for Abyssalin.
Right, the last piece you have to get from Abyssalin in the last episode.
Yeah.
Right.
That would be cool. Nah, he'd give it to him. He sees that they need it, and he goes off his own way.
Oh,
That
legend.
was awesome.
Very
Sweet.
good.
Good.
Well,
we may have an army after us. That's fine.
It's
That's
fine.
small one. It's only flies.
Who knows? Who knows how it'll follow you into the next plane of hell.
Oh man.
All
Yeah.
right, well,
Fleeting concern.
for the first time in my life, I've ended a game at a reasonable time.
You have.
I know.
Legend.
Are you not so proud of me? It won't happen
I'm
next
so
week.
proud.
Don't
Are
expect
you
it
not
to-
entertained?
Are you not entertained? All right, we'll do a quick go around. Let us know once again where we can find you online. In case anyone in chat forgot who you are. Anything. Honestly, I've reached that brain fart part of the day where I've said enough words as to where nothing else is working. So we are going to start where I love to start with our wonderful constant cast member, the darling Avery.
Hello. I'm sorry for the betrayal towards the end of the game. I
Oh,
hope I
it's
get
fine. I'll get back to you. I'll get back at you next week.
Oh no. But yeah, I am Avery. I go by Mappa Online. I'm an artist and cosplayer. I'm here, obviously, and on the next session as well. I'm on the Raz the Wardens cast as well, and I'm also on Tales from the Grim, playing Urban Shadows, where I play Evangeline, who's my dear sweet girl, is the only mortal in the whole party and has no idea what's happening, and I feel so bad for her always. But yeah, I draw, and commissions will be open soonish, depending on when I finish my backlog. Yay! That's me done.
Very good. Very good. Love, love, love having Avery with us. And we're going to go over to our viewers, which I am always so honored to have viewers come and join us because they always bring the best fucking characters ever. So much personality. Gosh, thank you so much. First we have Nadine.
Hi guys, I hope you enjoyed Vorval, little owl boy. I am Nadine. I'm a voice actor and podcaster and occasional RPG player. I am going to be in a Ghost of Saltmarsh game tomorrow, but you can check out all my stuff on my Twitter, which is in the chat. And thank you so much, Bree, Scrap. This is amazing, fantastic. Had such a good time.
So good. I'm so glad. I'm so glad. We were so happy to have you and so happy to have Vorval. Gosh, I need a bug-eating bird in all of my campaigns, actually. Thank you very much. Another wonderful, wonderful guest who came up with some of the craziest ideas I've ever seen. Honestly, bards always have the craziest ideas, but I think you might have taken that cake for weird bard ideas. Our good friend Zen.
All right, and now that I'm actually half a flask in, I know how to do this stuff. Yes, my name is Zen. You can find me at Twitter at the ZenDM, on Twitch at the Zenosphere, because there it's not usually just me. I love playing games with friends, do a lot of Overwatch, a lot of World of Warcraft, a lot of MOBAs like League of Legends. Friday nights, you can always catch us as we're doing, that's our big D&D night. Normally it's my homebrew World of Westfarn. Taking a break from that right now while I do some writing for the next campaign. Right now it is one of my players and my roommate running Curse of Strahd, as I get to take a spot out of the Forever DM's chair and play a lovely little necromancer and her associates lost in the mists of Barovia. But yeah, you can tune in. I do a lot of RPGs, adventure type stuff, things with story. I don't tend to do rage games because I want to share the story with all you guys out there. In the Zenosphere, it's that sphere of everybody that comes to hang out.
Very good. Wonderful. Wonderful. Scrat, you want to go last?
Yeah. Do you?
Okay.
Do you?
Hi guys, I've been your DM. I'm NPC Bree, Witch Queen of the Greyhawk channel. You can find me on Twitter or on either NPC Bree or the Greyhawk channel and on Twitch. My schedule is on my personal Twitter account, so if you want to see all the games that I play in, check me out there. We will do the last but not least because he's got to say all the big smart words at the end. Always an honor to spend time with, always an honor to play with. My very good friend Scrat.
Don't let all that flattery fool you. Bree is amazing and should have spent far more time talking about her. I'm tempted to make my outro just about Bree because the amount of time you dedicated to me in your outro. I do, however, have closing links though. So whilst I gush about Bree, the bot can be telling you all about my stuff, which includes social links, places you can find us, places you can get involved. If you want to come and play in this game, send me a DM, and hopefully we'll be able to get you in before the end of the season. Also, check out our sponsors, Mage Hand Press and Bird in the Storm Publishing, whom we're very grateful to because they make this all possible. And word on the street is we might have some new sponsors coming very soon. So watch this space for new people and new things to see. Yay! We are going to go on a raid, but we need a raid cry. We've had a whole bunch of puns this session.
Oh gosh, what was it? What was it? I want to do there's a bit of incubus in my eye. I think we should do a bit of incubus in my eye.
For Jeff Goldblum.
Oh, no. For Jeff Goldblum. I can't with any of you. Oh gosh. I cannot with the things that my players say during campaigns, during games. It is quite honestly the insanity of it. I love it so much. All right, what are we doing, Scrat?
I'm doing it. I'm typing out the raid cry. I'm typing it out.
What is it?
It's gonna be, there you go. A bit of incubus in my eye. Got it.
Yes.
Nailed it. Everyone copy out.
I need to make sure my audio is on for when I switch over to the raid so I can hear how they respond to that one.
Yes, indeed. And we will be going on that raid. Until next time, everyone, keep on evoking emotions. We'll be back in just over an hour with Rise of the Wardens, a Dragon Age campaign set in the First Blight. And Alice tells me that this is going to be really, really fighty. It might even be up to 2 hours of combat, which is going to be pretty terrifying. But until then, next week we'll be back with more Through Hells and Back. We'll see you then. Keep on evoking emotions. Bye!